live. We're here. It's Legends Live Forever. I'm here by myself right now. Paris and Kobe. Paris and Kobe is, they're going to join. I got the game live right now. It's over. It's over, bro. It's over. The Celtics are about to win the championship, bro. And can't. It's just shameful. It's just strictly shameful. The performance that Kyrie Irving put on display. Flat out shameful. And Kyrie Irving pulled an Anthony Edwards. What do I mean by this? Remember when Anthony Edwards said, "Oh yeah, I'm a guard Kyrie," and then he had to stand on that? And then you saw what happened when Kyrie went ahead and put it on him? What did Kyrie say to the Celtics fans after game one? It could have been louder. I thought it would be louder. Are you dumb? Are you dumb? So if you're gonna say that, if you're gonna be like the Celtics fans, oh, they weren't that loud, and then you come back in game two, crap the bed. You come into game five, crap the bed, getting outscored by Josh Green. Who would have thought? Who would have thought that Kyrie Irving, a bona fide superstar, gets outplayed by Josh Green in an elimination game in the finals? Y'all wanted me to keep that same energy, right? Y'all wanted me to keep that same energy toward Kyrie Irving. Here it is. He was my finals MVP and did not show up. Did not show up. I'm on Luka, but Luka's going to be last. Jason Kidd, for some reason, keeps putting in Maxi Kleber. Maxi Kleber should not be in the NBA. He should not. Because can't defend, can't shoot. What you doing? What you doing? Matter of fact, we already know you can't shoot. I'm sorry. We already know you can't defend. You're only there for shooting, and you miss open threes. You miss open threes. That's like that. That's just Jason Kidd. His lineups have not been good. He's gotten thoroughly outcoached this series. Luka Doncic. Let me pull up this guy's stats real quick. This is an elimination game in the finals. And this is a game when, like I just said, Josh Green, 4 threes. Derrick Jones Jr., 10 points. The bench came to play. I can firmly say that if Luka Doncic and Kyrie Irving actually came to play, the Mavs would have had a great shot at winning this game. So you have Luka with 5 turnovers, 11 for 24. Now, yes, he's played better in this second half, but it was like he was in jail the whole night. Luka was in jail the whole entire night. So part of it is when you're that great, when you're as good as Luka, there is some choking that goes involved with it. There is some choking, because it's like, all right, these guys can't guard you regardless. But then part of it is He was getting locked up all night. You saw from the jump. He was taking ill-advised threes, jacking up shots. My man's just texted me, said, yo, Luka's a jack. He has been a jack this game. Now, part of it has been his co-star literally has 12 points. 4 for 14. 4 for 15, Kyrie Irving. He's been terrible. I'm on his ass all night. No Diddy. No Diddy. But Luke is the best player and did not show up. Did not show up. Now my worst nightmare has come through. My worst nightmare has come to fruition. Jason Tatum winning Finals MVP. It's going to happen, y'all. It's going to happen. My worst nightmare has come true. And, you know, Paris and Kobe, they're going to come on. Don't worry. They're going to come on. Now, Kobe, he had the Mavs, so he's not really going to be talking. But who's really going to be popping it is Paris. He had Celtics in 5. He had Celtics in 5. And they're about to win in 5 games. So, hey, bro's name. All right, I'm going to put him back. Matter of fact, I was just talking about this guy. This is Paris Watkins. You know, I'm about to put him on this, John. And
let me in. Yeah.
I'm gonna give you a solo.
Jason Tatum. I don't need no solo. I want to see your face. No. Put your face back on here. Jason Tatum. I told you stop playing with my man's name like that. I told you to put some respect on my man's name. 30. Huh? 30. 10 assists, 7 boards, and we still got time. Huh? We're up 30 right now. Yeah, Jason Tatum. Put some respect on his name. He's one of them. NBA champion. Soon to be in 4 minutes and 39 seconds. Yeah. Mr. Finals MVP, Jason Tatum. You asked for him to go off and lead the Celtics to a championship? Yeah, here it is. You asked, he delivered. Yes, sir. You asked, he delivered. Straight like that. I'm so sick of y'all talking about Luka this, Luka that. All these other players y'all want to throw in there, huh? All these other players y'all want to throw in there. Put some respect on my man's name, man. Jason Tatum. Remember that name. When this game over, all the commercials you're going to see, Jason Tatum. Team USA starter, Jason Tatum. Yeah. Big Deuce. The Big Deuce. Yeah. Great father. This is the perfect Father's Day present to his son. I'm going to show you how to win a championship, little Deuce. The Big Deuce.
Luka.
Yeah.
Luka at least get my 30, bro.
Yeah, man. Jason Tatum, man. Stop playing, man.
So
it's all right, man. Get Buddy up out of here, man. Keep telling y'all Luka not what y'all think he is. I keep telling y'all that. He not what y'all think he is. I keep telling y'all that. Keep trying. Y'all gonna, you know what? Yeah. All right. Y'all gonna listen. Y'all gonna listen one day. Hey, man, so is the West, too. Do your research. That boy got 30, 11, and 8. 30, 11, and 8. It's crazy how Boston was a unit, Boston was a unit, but everybody was talking about, oh, they're going to fold. They're going to fold. But now all of a sudden, they this big unit. Well, I thought they was going to fold, though. Everybody, Boston not this, they not that. I thought they was going to fold. I thought the Jays was never going to win a title together. I thought they was going to have to blow it up. I thought they couldn't coincide with one another. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, no other team is built like Boston. That's why they're the NBA champions soon to be in 3 minutes and 53 seconds. Like I said, C's and 5. I said it for a reason. C's and 5. Yeah, I called that too.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where do you rank Jason Tatum among the best players in the league?
He's at 5.
Well, I ain't mad at that.
He's at 5. There's 4 people in the NBA that are better than Jason Tatum.
Who?
He's at 5. Giannis is 1. Joker is 2. Bron is 3. Curry is 4. Tatum's at 5.
Where do you have Luka?
Luka's at 8.
Oh my God.
He's at 8. He's at 8. I'm sorry. He's at 8. And that's me being real. He's at 8. He's at 8. He's at 8 for me.
Did his ranking decline because of this?
No, he is where he was before this finals, before this season. He's at 8. And he's gonna stay at 8. He's at 8 with the rest of the guys that y'all love to hype that ain't won nothing or done nothing. He's in that conversation with the Shays, the Ants, the Embiids, that class of losers. He's in that conversation. Guys that do really good offensively. Ant plays D. Shay's a better defender than Luka is by a vast margin. Embiid's a really good defender.
Oh, you think Ant better than Luka?
Huh?
You think Anthony Edwards better than Luka?
On both ends of the floor. On both ends of the floor.
So he a better player.
The only thing that I give Luka over Ant is that Luka found a way to beat him and get to the finals. That's the edge that I give Luka over Ant. Is we went mano a mano and I beat you. I always value winning. Winning is always value with me. We went mano a mano and I beat you. I would have did the same thing if Luka would have won this finals. I said that from day one. I said we gonna get to see who is the better player. It's leader versus leader. I'm gonna walk you down. You gonna walk me down. I would have said this if Luka would have beat Tatum and got a ring against him in the finals. You got it. You get that edge. And that's the same edge I give to Luka over Ant. We went mano a mano and I won.
I think Tatum, I feel like the only guy he definitively passed is Embiid, for sure. Sixers fans, y'all watching. You're
not about to keep this.
Yeah.
There's no way you're about to keep doing this, Miles.
I had the bull around 8, 7. Wow, matter of fact, before the finals, I had him at 7. So he 5, 6, whatever you like. Now I'm gonna say that he 6 because I like Shea over him.
Over who?
Over Tatum. Shea.
Miles. Why? It doesn't make any sense, bro.
How?
Shea's had one good year.
Bro.
He's had one good season. He has done nothing.
My eyes tell me that Shea is a better player. Give Shea an actual number 2. Give Shea a number 2.
Bro, stop it, bro. Stop with this. Give him a number 2. They were the number 1 team in the Western Conference. This conference that y'all hype up so much, they were the number 1 team in the Western Conference. Obviously, he had a number 2. They didn't get the job done. Don't sit here and act like that team was some scrubs. No, he has a squad. You don't win the Western Conference without a team. I'm not trying to hear that, bro. Stop discrediting J-Dub. Stop discrediting Chet. Stop just because they're young. Don't discredit them. Just because
the Celtics. The Celtics.
Bro, just because they're
You did not mention Jaylen Brown one time. You did not mention Drew Holiday one time. Stop
I ain't
it.
got there yet.
Stop.
I ain't got there yet. We talking about Jason Tatum. I ain't got there yet. I'm gonna get to Drew Holiday. I'm gonna get to Jaylen Brown. I'm gonna get to Porzingis. I'm gonna get to Al Horford. I'm gonna get to Payne Pritchard, and most certainly I'm gonna get to Joe Mazzulla. But we ain't got there yet. We talking about Jason Tatum. You owe him an apology. You owe Jason Tatum an apology.
I'm gonna get after he wins Finals MVP.
I'm not trying, man.
After he win, I just feel like if you can
Jason Tatum as a number one option is better than Shea as a number one option. Jason
what?
Tatum. Yes,
what?
Yes,
what?
Yes, he
what?
is. Yes, he
no.
is.
Hell no.
Yes, he
Hell
is.
no.
Yes, he is.
Give Shea Jaylen Brown. Give Shea Jaylen. Give Shea Kristaps Porzingis.
He has a Jaylen Brown.
Give
He
Shea.
has a Porzingis.
Give Shea Drew Holiday.
He has that. He has that. He has that on his team.
Give Shea Joe Mazzulla, right?
He has that on his team.
Great coach.
He has that on his team.
Who?
He has that.
Who?
He has that. He has that. Stop playing. You're not the number one team in the Western Conference if you don't have all of those things. I'm sorry. It does not add up. You do not win the Western Conference, this conference that y'all love to hype up so much, if you do not have pieces. He has a Jaylen Brown. J-Dub is his Jaylen Brown. He has a Porzingis. Chet is his Porzingis. He has a Drew Holiday. Lou Dort is his Drew Holiday. He's just not as good offensively yet, but he's gotten so much better. So he has the same pieces. I'm not trying to hear that. They are just young, and they still won the Western Conference. They were number one in the Western Conference. Stop it, bro. Leaders lead, and they find a way to win with what they have. Stop it. None of these players ask to be in a situation that they in. None of them ask to be in a situation that they in. They got drafted to that situation, traded to that situation, or signed to that situation. And they got to make do with what they got. Shea made do with what he had, and he lost. He lost to the same guy that's getting blown out in the finals right now.
You the main one that say matchups. What do we see from this playoff series? Matter of fact, what do we see in this whole playoffs though? Matchups matter. That's where I was wrong.
I agree with that. I called that. That's why I said season 5, and I was right.
All right, cool.
That's why I got Luka over Shea. That's why I got Tatum over both of them. Everything I'm saying adds up. Tatum's over all them losers because they losers. He's over Embiid. He's over Shea. He's over Luka. He's over Ant. He's over all of them. He over all of them. He over all of them.
Swap Shea on the Celtics. Put Tatum
it's
on.
It's not going to work how you think it is, bro. No, it's not, bro. It's not going to work how you think it is, bro. I keep trying to tell y'all that. Y'all got to stop doing that. Y'all think when you just switch and swap and add pieces, that is going to work how y'all think it's going to work. It don't work like that, bro. You put Patrick Mahomes with Bill Belichick, it ain't going to work how I did with Tom Brady. Stop it. It don't work like that. I keep trying to tell y'all that. It don't work like that, bro. Y'all got to stop doing that.
Whoa. I think what?
Y'all gotta stop doing that stuff, bro.
Stop
doing that.
I'm not even going strong to that.
Stop doing that, bro. Put Jalen Hurts with Bill Belichick. It's not gonna work. It ain't gonna work.
I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that.
Hell,
I agree with the Patrick Mahomes one.
Hell no.
Bill Belichick would not allow Patrick Mahomes to be who Patrick Mahomes is. The same conversation we had, and he might would, but it's the same conversation we had last summer about Pop and Wemby. Now we seen Pop let Wemby rock out, but Bill Belichick letting Patrick Mahomes be who Patrick Mahomes is, not likely.
Listen, bro,
not likely.
Whoever Chad 215 is talking about Mahomes to work anywhere, no, he won't, bro.
No, he wouldn't.
Mahomes wouldn't work anywhere.
No, he won't,
y'all gotta stop it. Stop it. Oh my gosh.
No, you gotta stop it. Stop it. You gotta stop it with this nonsense, bro.
Gosh.
Before we even get to the NFL, bro, I done had enough of your nonsense this whole NBA season since we've been on the pod. Because you've been capping, you've been trolling, you've been doing a whole bunch of blasphemy. And I'm bro, I've been right since we started talking about. I've been right every single time. And we want to hear you apologize to Mr. Finals MVP, soon to be in 1 minute and 8 seconds, Jason Tatum. Season 5, Jason Tatum Finals MVP. I believe that's what I said 2 weeks ago. You asked him to go get 30 and lead his team in scoring, be efficient, show up. He did it for you. You asked, he delivered. So go get that jersey, put it on, and we need to do some episodes back to back to back. Yeah. Yeah.
But here's my thing, though. Here's my thing. This is why I was mad. This is why we got so heated, though. Because y'all was acting like it was impossible for Tatum to rebound, pass, and score. It was like, oh, like if he rebounds and passes, then that means his scoring is going to drop off. The guy did what he had to do. I apologize to Tatum.
Hey,
he crying right now.
hey,
Kobe ain't tough.
You don't want to hear you. I don't even want to hear you talk.
Listen, I'm not the only one that got to apologize. Kobe got to apologize too. So I'm done talking.
Listen, I don't even want to hear you talk about Tatum.
No, he got to apologize. If he didn't apologize, he didn't apologize. Yo.
What I'm apologizing for? Picking against Boston?
Yeah.
Season 5. Go ahead, Cole. Say it.
Season 1 and 5. Like,
hold up. But they got more chips than the Lakers.
Go fix the poverty in Philly, man. Go fix the poverty in Philly, man. Y'all poverty franchise.
I want to put it like this, man. Hold on, man. I got to hear them announce Jason Tatum's Finals MVP.
Oh, let's watch.
You thought Embiid was gonna get one of these before Tatum? You goofy. You goofy. You goofy. You thought Luka was gonna get one of these before Tatum? You goofy. All them people y'all be trying to throw in front of my man, y'all gonna put some respect on my man's name, bro. Jason bleeping Tatum. I'm gonna keep it PG because we live. I'm gonna keep it PG because we live, bro. Big Deuce. Big Deuce. Wait, what? You see his son? This is the best post-Father's Day you can ask for. He just showed his son what winning look like. Lil Deuce ain't gonna never forget this moment. He gonna be great.
The day's over.
Hey, bro, go ahead and drop Luka down your list, bro. He not what you think he is. I keep trying to tell y'all that. And everybody in the comments, in the chat, hey, Luka not what y'all think he is. I'm gonna keep telling y'all that. Hey, that's the wrong rap. You need to go get a green one. Go get a green and white one. Should have Celtics on it. You can get like a 0. You know, JT, bro, JB,
Celtics just won
JR.
Bro.
you can put all the initials on there. JM, PP. You know, you can put all of them on there. KP, AH, everybody that hoop. You can put Sam Hauser on there too. He was balling today. Sit up, man. Fix it, man. Come on, chin up, chest up, bro. Chin up, chest up, bro. Your dad had you on that snow machine, bro. He taught you how to be hard body, man. Sit up, man. Sit up in your seat. Sit up in your seat, man. Yeah. I tried to tell. Hey, I tried to tell you, bro.
Al Horford could have been playing like this on Philly, bro. His bum behind was an informant.
Hey, it's the
that
leadership.
Was really a Celtic the whole
leadership.
time.
It's the leadership.
It was on a bum contract. Elton Brand, why would you sign a Celtic to the team? He's sabotaged us.
It's the leader. It's the difference in the leadership. Jason Tatum's a leader and B's not. It's the difference in the leadership, buddy. See, man, he come to Boston, he start winning. He got tired of losing in Philly, man. Get tired of losing in Philly, bro. That's what it is, bro.
Sabotagers, bro. We gave him all that money. He gonna go around, play like a bum.
Look at my man on the screen. Look at my man's, man. Bro. And when we got Champ Boy Porzingis, he just told Dallas, man, you know, appreciate y'all. Appreciate y'all. I'm gonna go ahead and hood.
The real MVP, Brad Stevens.
Brad Stevens. That's what you're gonna do, Miles. That's sad, bro. That's a sad move. That's a sad move, bro.
Did he
That's
not
a sad move.
Did he not make a stack roster?
That's a sad move, bro. If that's what you want to take it, bro, hey, man, I expect this from you now. So I ain't don't even phase me no more, B. My man's a champion. You hear me?
Oh, my God.
Anything is possible. He just did it. He just did it. Anything is possible. This is beautiful.
When?
He just did it right now. He just did it. They just did anything is possible. It's lit.
Wait.
I can't wait till KG see that.
Corny behind John. Be original.
He is original, an original Celtic.
No.
You notice how anytime they talk about Jason Tatum, they say he's the first to ever do it since Larry Bird, not since KG, not since Paul Pierce, not since Rondo, Ray Allen, none of them, since Larry Bird.
Bro.
Jason Tatum is the second best Celtic
He really
of all
said
time.
that?
Jason Tatum is the second best Celtic of all time.
What?
He's the second best.
What?
What? Period, point blank. He's
Bro,
the second best.
he's better than Bill Russell. Don't get me started. Don't start. Don't start.
Second best
Don't
Celtic
start.
of all time.
Hell no. Hell
Second
no.
best Celtic of all time.
Hell no.
He's better than Paul Pierce.
He's better than Bill Russell?
He's better than Paul Pierce. Bill
He's
Russell
better than
don't
Larry
count. Bill Russell don't count.
It
We
don't count.
him. We don't count.
Half of
Bill
y'all
Russell.
trips is because of him. What are you talking about?
We don't
Y'all
count
got-
Bill Russell, bro.
You just got 11 rings.
Listen,
You got
dog.
11 rings.
Listen. Bill Russell's in the class.
Bro.
Bill Russell in the class of his. Bill Russell in the class of his own when it comes to NBA talk. Nobody is touching Bill Russell, bro. Bill Russell is. They talk about Mount Rushmore. Bill Russell is the rock behind the Mount Rushmore. You just put him up. He 11 rings. And nobody beating that. We talking about the realistic players.
It's Tatum and Paul Pierce. They neck and neck right now.
No, they're not. Who you picking? All right then.
No,
All right
no,
then.
pick.
All right then.
Game for my
Conversation
life.
over. All right then.
I don't know. The game for my life, I'd rather pick the guy who beat Bron in his prime. I don't know. Tatum got to show me a little bit more for him to be over Paul Pierce. Keep it in a stack. I mean, look, Paul Pierce, the truth. What was he? No, let's not poo-poo Paul Pierce.
Don't y'all say Luka is this generation's Bron?
What?
I hear a lot of y'all say that garbage. I hear a lot of y'all say Luka is this generation's Bron. Y'all love throwing that out there. I know y'all just be saying it and be
All right,
forgetting.
cool. And Bron in his first finals trip, lost.
Yeah. Got that ass tapped.
I still gotta see Tatum get this.
I know you're gonna move the goalposts a little bit more. I know. You and Stephen A. Smith gonna do the same thing tomorrow morning. Y'all gonna move the goalposts a little bit more. Y'all gonna say he gotta win back to back. Y'all gonna say he gotta do this, and that. But he's a champion. And he could care less what y'all got to say, bro. Right now, he got what your favorite player want. Yeah. Hey, bro, 10Z, you must have not ever hoop, bro. It's called playing hard. It's called playing hard. You must have not been one of them little kids that your coach would tell you basketball ain't all about scoring. You got to do other stuff. You got to do other stuff, kid. That's a bad take. That's why we up here and you not, man. It's a bad take. Stay over there.
That's why we up here and you not.
Tatum gotta be the most overrated player of all time.
Hey, man. That's what people want to say, man. Let's go. Man, I'm saying, bro, Paul Pierce never averaged 30 at 25. Never.
I feel like he's on the trajectory to be better.
He's better than Paul Pierce. Period. Point blank. Bottom line. If we did an all-time draft right now, Jason Tatum's name would get called before Paul Pierce's name would get called. Period. Point blank. It's very simple. The Celtics would draft Jason Tatum before they draft Paul Pierce again.
Bro, Paul
Yes,
Pierce
they
won
would.
2
Thank
finals, bro.
Thank you, Cole. Yes, they would. Stop it. Paul Pierce needed 4 Hall of Famers. He needed 3 other Hall of Famers to win. Jason Tatum might have 0. He might have 0. He might be the only Hall of Famer on this team.
Who?
Jason Tatum might be the only Hall of Famer on this team.
Stop it.
Jaylen Brown is not a solidified Hall of Famer. Let's stop.
No, y'all literally have like 4
Drew Holiday's
Hall of
not a
Famers.
solidified. Drew Holiday's not a solidified Hall of Famer.
Bro, we
Porzingis is not a
know.
solidified Hall of Famer.
Drew going.
Drew is getting there.
No, I'm not saying that he's not going. I'm saying he is not a first ballot stamped Hall of Famer. He's not. Let's be real. He's not. That's all I'm saying. KG, first ballot, stamped Hall of Famer. Ray Allen, first ballot, stamped Hall of Famer. Rondo's a first ballot, stamped Hall of Famer. Those are first ballot, stamped. We know absolutely they're going to the Hall of Fame. We know that. That was never a question.
But they getting there, though.
I didn't say that they weren't. I said right now they are maybe or maybe not Hall of Famers. Jason Tatum won with maybe or maybe. When the Celtics won, we knew all three of them were Hall of Famers.
Does
period
get in there?
Porzingis is not. Come on, bro. Let's be real. No,
that's crazy.
No,
that's crazy.
Come on, bro.
It's
no.
crazy.
That's crazy.
That's a crazy question. Like
that's a crazy.
Is
a Hall of Famer.
Is Porzingis a stamped Hall of Famer? Come on now.
You would never see Chris Wright and Chris Broussard talking about his Porzingis a Hall of Famer.
I never
see that in the itinerary of what we're going to talk about today. Is Kristaps Porzingis a Hall of Famer?
I think he could be like come on, getting there like his fourth try. He was
you trying.
First
you
ballot,
trying.
Fourth and fifth.
Porzingis is not a stamped Hall of Famer, dog.
Stop it, bro. I get it. You wish the Sixers drafted Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum. I get it, bro. It hurts your soul that y'all passed up on them back-to-back years. I get it. Same with the Lakers because y'all did the same thing.
Well, I would have
So, I mean, I understand y'all pain right now. I get it. I get it. I'm just glad that they didn't. I'm saying. Hold on, wait. They about to announce Tatum Finals MVP. Hold on, be quiet. 18 championships. My bad, Coach. This is beautiful, man. This is great TV. This is great TV. Miles, smile a little bit. Your face getting a little wrinkled.
Shut up.
That stage hard.
This is gonna be the worst year of my freaking life.
Champions. Jason Tatum's a champion. This is beautiful. This is beautiful. This is beautiful.
Bro, Boston does not deserve this, bro.
No.
Trash City
don't deserve it.
Bro. Trash City. Trash fan base. I hate Boston, just like Embiid said. Shout out Joel Embiid. Shout out Joel Embiid. Bro, can they announce his finals MVP, bro? I don't care about this owner, bro. Cool. Go. Come on. Go.
You see who he shouted out? Joe Mazzulla. Put some respect on his name. He was a Division II coach 2 years ago, and now he's an NBA champion. And you said he's not a great coach. You said he's not top 5. You're delusional. Hey, Kobe, come back on the screen, bro. You need to watch this. You need to be here for this. Come on, Kobe. Get back on the screen, bro.
He don't want to see the Celtics hang
Embiid
out.
is allergic to the playoffs. Yeah, we know. Embiid is allergic to winning, too. Embiid is allergic to a lot.
Yes, Drew Holiday, Hall of Famer.
Hey, bro. Embiid had Hall of Famers, too. He lost with him. James Harden, Hall of Famer. Jimmy Butler, Hall of Famer.
Stop it.
Those are.
I would take Drew Holiday right now over.
I bet you would because he's a 2-time.
You just asked if Kristaps Porzingis was a Hall of Famer, and now we saying stop it to Jimmy Butler.
No, I ain't saying stop it. No, I'm saying
stop it because he would rather have Drew Holiday. We know he's a winner.
Oh yeah.
But it's because of the leadership, though. Embiid has zero leadership. He sucks at being a leader.
I know that.
Yeah.
I didn't know. The Sixers.
Joe, hey, put some respect on Joe Mazzulla's name real quick before they announce Finals MVP. Can you just apologize to him and say how great of a coach he is? Because he might be the best coach in the NBA right now.
Hell no.
But, I mean, I'm just saying. He ain't done nothing but be in finals. That's all I'm saying.
But I will apologize. Joe Mazzulla, you're a great coach. You're a championship coach. I doubted you. You did everything I said that you wouldn't do. You were honestly one of the best coaches all season. I doubted you, and it didn't take until the NBA Finals for me to realize how great you are. You outcoached Jason Kidd, made him look like a little kid. You kind of outcoached him so bad, you beat him like a stepchild. So flat out, you was that guy, and you know, that's just really Joe.
Okay, hold on. They're about to announce Tatum. Who they give it to? Who they give it to?
Jaylen Brown, you little turkey.
That's hard.
Jaylen Brown won it.
That's hard.
Jaylen Brown won it.
That's
Best
hard.
player on the Celtics.
That's
Best player.
hard. That's hard. That's hard. That's hard.
Jaylen Brown.
That's
Jaylen Brown. It's like
That's
it's
hard.
like I love the troll. I love the troll.
That's
I
hard.
love the troll. I love the hate. But the fact of the matter is Jason Tatum played so good that you were sitting over there sweating out your chair, mad as hell, thinking that he was about to get the Finals MVP. So it's like irregardless, like you know what it was. Oh, this ought to be a
That's hard.
Oh my god!
I ain't mad at that.
No.
I ain't mad at that.
Wait, y'all can hear me?
I ain't mad. Yeah, we can hear you. I'm
Bro.
not mad at that.
No,
I'm not mad at that.
Bro.
I'm not mad. I never discredited Jaylen Brown.
No, I have been the biggest Jason Tatum hater on planet Earth. I've been proud about it. This was robbery. It was robbery. You should have won it. I literally posted on Instagram on the story. I said, Tatum, yeah. He was the best player on the court today. By far. He damn near had a triple-double, a 30-point triple-double. Jaylen Brown had back-to-back subpar. I ain't going to say subpar, nah. Game 5 wasn't subpar. But he was better than Tatum. This was crazy. I ain't gonna lie. You can see it from Tatum's face. He was like,
I mean, bro, Tatum had to be a champion. I'm not mad about it.
He a champion.
This is, you know what? This is why I'm not mad about it. This is why I'm not mad about it.
No.
I'm about to tell you why. 5 games. 5-game series. Jaylen Brown had 3 great games. Tatum had 2. Jaylen Brown had 3. Tatum had 2.
Just saying that Tatum was not a win.
I thought he was going to win. I thought it was going to come down to who played the best tonight because of how the series played out. But the fact that they gave it to Jaylen, I'm not mad at it. I'm not saying he ain't earned it. It ain't like he didn't earn it. I think this is more realistic than the Eastern Conference Finals MVP.
I disagree.
I don't. I'm sorry. He averaged 30, 12, and 8 in the Eastern Conference Finals. And you led your team in every statistical category. You win the Eastern Conference Finals MVP. I don't care about a big shot here and there. No, you lead your team in every statistical category. Bro, that's like them giving Kyrie the Finals MVP when the Cavaliers won because he hit the shot. No, LeBron James led them in every statistical category, and he averaged almost a triple-double in that series. That's the same thing. It's the same exact situation. Cole, am I wrong?
No, it's not the same.
Cole, am I wrong?
No, I get what you're saying. It won't as many big shots. It won't as many. But the reason that I think where it's different is like over a 7-game span, like it was obvious that LeBron, like, you know what I'm saying, like over a 4-game span in a sweep, like it's a little hearsay. I think is what Miles is trying to say.
I don't think that was obvious.
No.
Kyrie averaged 30.
Yeah,
and when LeBron had 40, he had 40.
Yeah,
when it was time to hit a dagger shot, we saw who had the rock.
But Kyrie had games where he had like low. He had like 18 or something like that one game.
Hey, bro, I'm just saying, bro. I'm not mad that Jaylen Brown won it.
I mean, look, you predicted the Jones. You're not gonna be mad, but
I ain't mad
about for sure.
I felt that with Tatum's display tonight, what he did in game 3, he did, even though they got blown out in game 4, he did lead them in a lot of stats in game 4. I thought he would, but that they gave it to Jaylen Brown. Hey, I ain't mad at that. I ain't mad at that. I ain't mad at that. But you know who's a champion?
Hold up. No, I'm about to read the stats to you. Ready?
What is it? What stats are these?
Look, this is Tatum versus Jaylen Brown. This is Jason Tatum versus Jaylen Brown in the NBA Finals.
Okay.
Tatum, 22 points, 8 rebounds, 7 assists. Jaylen Brown, 20 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists.
So it's the same robbery as they did in the Eastern Conference Finals.
No, this was robbery, but I feel like this was bad.
It's the same thing.
Yeah, this was.
It's the same thing, and I'm gonna say the same thing that I said.
This was bad.
I'm gonna say the same thing that I said before the finals even started of why they gave Jaylen Brown the Eastern Conference Finals MVP. The NBA is trying to make up for him being on 0 All NBA teams. That makes absolutely no sense,
bro.
They are. It makes absolutely no sense how Jaylen Brown is not a top 15 player in the NBA. That's absolutely blasphemy. There are not 15 players in the NBA that are better than Jaylen Brown. There's not. And you can't name 15 players in the NBA that are better than Jaylen Brown.
Yeah, I believe he should have been on All NBA, but
that cost him a lot not making All NBA. We do know that.
He got $300 million.
Yes, but
contract incentives.
Yes, it's
all of them have incentives.
Like all of that's not fully like it's contract, and that cost him a lot not being All NBA.
How? But he made All NBA last year. That's how he got the $300 million.
But that was before the contract.
Sign a new contract. There's new incentives that are stipulated that goes into this contract going into the next one. So him not making All NBA,
he could have easily lost upwards of like
millions of dollars.
30 mil. Yeah,
like he lost millions of dollars making All NBA.
Wait, I thought it was. Let's say you up for it this summer, like
Maxey.
Like Maxey. If Maxey made 13 All NBA, we would have had to pay him like
exactly. That is a way. But when you sign a new contract, there are incentives that are now put in the new contract. That if you make an All NBA, you get this because it's not fully guaranteed in your contract. It's an addition. Or when you get to your next contract, say on this contract, you are required to make 3 All NBAs out of your 4 years. Well, they just cost him a year. So you got to figure out a way to make that up. And as far as the comment that was just made about USA basketball, I'm not going to speak on that. But
first of all, is Jaylen Brown on Team USA?
As of right now, no, he's not.
So why the hell would Derek White be over him?
Because it's about a lot of things that we can talk about after we get off the show.
That's insane to me. Kyrie is not over Derek White. Like, come on, bro.
No. It's about a lot of things that we can talk about when we get off this live.
Politics is crazy, man.
It's about a lot of things.
Insane, bro.
The
man. I'll say the man advocated for Black Wall Street. They don't like that.
Wait, though, because it's not all politics. It's not all politics. It's actually some logic that goes into some of this decision making. I know from an outside perspective, it can be a little confusing, but there's some logic and thought that goes into it, which I will explain when we have our debrief after the show. But enough of Team USA. Let's talk about how Jason Tatum's a champion. Bro, that is beautiful to see, bro. Hey, Cole, are you ready to see these commercials take off, bro?
You know he's not getting – bro, no, we can get into that conversation.
You ready to see these commercials take off, bro?
Face of the league?
He's not what?
He's not what?
Face of the league. No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Hey, Kobe, he's a lost cause. I've given up on him.
No, he's not the face of the league. And look,
hey,
the face of the league does not get robbed of.
You see that man right there, bro? No, go back. Go back, bro. Go back, bro. We're going to put this in the show, bro. Go back to my man up there holding the championship trophy. Zoom in on that. Yeah, come on, camera. Keep going.
Was Paul Pierce the face of the league?
You see that man right there?
Bro, you asking questions that don't make sense as it pertains to the situation.
Hey, that's your new face of the NBA right there, buddy. Jason Big
Little
Deuce
kids.
Tatum. Jason Big Deuce Tatum.
Who if it ain't Jason Tatum, who is it?
Go ahead, say something.
Right
stupid.
now, like
ahead,
right
say
now as we
Say
speak.
something. Go ahead, say something stupid.
And I ain't
It's
talking. Don't give me
LeBron.
the LeBron Steph Curry John. Like I'm talking about like out of the young guys, who is the face of the league if it ain't Jason Tatum?
You don't know, Cole.
Don't give me the LeBron Steph Curry John. Like I know that's how you was gonna try to escape from it.
It out.
I know that's how you gonna try to escape from what we saying. But like,
You don't know, Cole.
if not talking about, I'm not talking about them. If that's the case, like you can still say like damn near like Michael Jordan is up there as one of the faces. Like, bro, like I'm not talking about the legendary first ballot Hall of Famer guys. I'm talking about these young guys like 30 and under who's carrying the face of the league right now in that group. If it ain't Jason Tatum.
If it's not Tatum, it's Ant. If it's not Tatum, it's Ant. I mean, look, if you talking about right now at this, I don't maybe right now, but like I just feel like little kids right now is not looking up to Jason Tatum. Like they just not.
I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. But the agenda that is being pushed by all of the companies, the league itself, the league's partner companies, like the Jordans, the Nikes, the Gatorades, the Subways, the like, what you're talking about is who the kids look up to, who we resonate with as regular people. And yeah, you're right about that. Like that, yeah, Anthony Edwards is the guy that most young black kids resonate with right now. But when you talk about the agenda that is being pushed by the league partners, the league sponsors, and all of that, like there's not a question that is Jason Tatum. He has more of everything than anybody else, including now a championship.
The reason why I don't agree with the push is because of this finals MVP. Because I feel like we all agree Tatum got robbed. Even y'all in the chat that's saying, and look, I'm taking my bias out of it. But even if you don't think Tatum should have won it, you at least gotta say it was neck and neck. It was a pick 'em. And you have to at least say that. If it's a pick 'em, or if Tatum was better in these finals, like I thought he was overall from game 1 to game 5, if the push is for the league to make Tatum the finals MVP, if the push is for the league to make Tatum the face of the league, and it's close for him to be finals MVP, or he was better than Jaylen Brown, why wasn't he finals MVP? That's a big jump. That is a big jump.
That's a good argument. I just think that there's not a single person that has as much as Tatum. When you turn on your TV and you watch TV and you watch sports TV, like I'm not even talking about just NBA games. I'm talking about you watch ESPN. I'm talking about you watch like any sports TV. You watch NBA TV. You watch ABC when there's other basketball teams playing. You watch any form of sports TV, like the person you're going to see the most from the NBA is Jason Tatum.
I think will I say he was robbed or not? If you're talking about stats, yeah, he was robbed. He was robbed in the Eastern Conference Finals too. That's been the theme of this playoffs, as it seems. But I am not going to sit here and discredit Jaylen Brown for what he did to help the Celtics win this championship. And if the league or whoever voted on Finals MVP thought it should be Jaylen Brown for how he's played, hey, credit to him. Because it's not Jaylen Brown winning Finals MVP is not like this drastic, like, ain't no way. To me, you know what this feels like, and I want you to hear this with a grain of salt. Don't get all crazy. What this sounds like is kind of It's kind of like when Kobe and Shaq. It's like with Kobe and Shaq. They both played great. The Finals MVP could go to either one of them. But whoever voted on it, they felt Jaylen Brown was more dominant consistently, and that's who they gave it to. But if they would have gave it to Jason Tatum, nobody would have been mad. If they would have gave the Finals MVP to Kobe, one of those 3 years or two of those, nobody would have been mad. When somebody's averaging 22 and you averaging 20, or they averaging 7 rebounds, you averaging 5, or 7 assists and you averaging 5. Come on, it's a 2-point difference. It's a 2 rebound difference, a 2 assist difference. That's when you start looking at the other things that they're doing in the game, or just the moments that they having, or the consistency, or the shooting percentages, or whatever. All that stuff starts to play a factor. So the fact that Jaylen Brown won it, I ain't mad at it. Do I feel Jason Tatum should have won it? Yeah. Would I have voted for Jason Tatum? Yeah. But people that voted for Jaylen Brown, I would be like, I understand that. And that's just what it is. But at the end of the day, they both champions. And they both did something that everybody said couldn't be done. They said they couldn't win together, and they did it. And they etched in history forever. But Jason Tatum is the face of the league.
Literally.
And to be clear, we talking about the guys under 30. We not talking about the legendary, like the LeBrons, the Steph Currys, we talking about the guys under 30, y'all.
I'm gonna put it like this. When we talking about these guys, there's no more putting Luka ahead of Tatum. There's no more putting Ant ahead of Tatum. There's no more putting Shea ahead of Tatum. There's no more putting none of these guys who have done nothing but go to the playoffs and lose ahead of an NBA champion who's led his team to the Eastern Conference Finals and the Finals consistently and won a chip. All these guys that you love to hype up that lose like your favorite player. Lose. All these guys you want to add to your team that's losing. Sorry, bro. Jason Tatum's ahead of all of them.
You talking about Jason Tatum, and this was the worst nightmare for your man. Was for Jaylen Brown to get Finals MVP. This was the worst nightmare.
Why?
I know. All right, look. It's going to get taken out of context. I'm talking about outside of winning a championship. This was, in terms of the discourse that's about to happen, Jason Tatum, I'm done trolling now. I'm done trolling. I was proven wrong. You was right. Joe Mazzulla was a great coach. Tatum proved me wrong. The Celtics proved me wrong. But until Jason Tatum is
here you go moving the goalposts.
The Finals MVP. This is what's gonna happen. I'm telling you that this is what's gonna happen. Until Tatum is clearly the Finals MVP, what's gonna happen? People saying that Jaylen Brown's better. That the guy whose stock rose the most these finals, bro, hear me out. The guy whose stock rose the most in these finals and this whole playoff run has been Jaylen Brown, and it's not even a question. The guy won the Finals MVP.
And that's all fine and dandy, but what we're talking about is like, Miles, a year ago, like, you was the biggest Jaylen Brown hater. And to go along with everybody else, like, when he got that contract, everybody was like, he's not
300 million.
Like, he don't have a left hand, he don't have this, he don't have that. And now all of a sudden he's better than Jason Tatum. He's this, he's that, and this, that, and the third. And it's like, bro, that's cool and all. But when all of the hype dies down and the season is over and we get to what season started in October, we get to August and September, and everybody gets back in their right mind and the recency bias is over, y'all gonna be right back. Like,
this is my thing, bro.
Jason Tatum.
You gotta look at so many players, bro. Like the Kobe's, the Currys, these guys that didn't win Finals MVP and was still the face of the league after they won a championship.
But Curry is a whole different beast. You can't compare Curry and Tatum. You can't. That's a whole different beast.
This is what I'm saying, bro. When you talk about Bean, when you talk about Curry, who else? I'm missing somebody else that
to play devil's advocate though. To play devil's advocate, when you talk about Curry, Jaylen Brown is not Kevin Durant. To play devil's advocate, when you talk about Kobe, Jaylen Brown is not Shaq. When you talk
I'm
about
not,
a
this
lot
is
of
what I'm saying, though. I'm not saying that Jaylen Brown is Shaq or KD. He is Jason Tatum's Shaq or KD. I'm not saying he is Shaq or KD. He is Jason Tatum's Shaq or KD. He's Jason Tatum's counterpart, like they had their counterpart. I'm not saying that he's equal to Shaq or he's equal to Kevin Durant when it comes to stature or play or legacy. He is Jason Tatum's version of Shaq for Kobe and KD for Curry. That is what I'm saying. And that is the fact of the matter.
But matter of fact, since you brought up the whole Steph thing, what did we talk about when we had a heated argument over text?
What?
I said Steph did not get his respect until 2022.
And I
When he
disagree
won
with
that, when he won his Finals MVP, it was still people saying, "Look,
I
he won the
disagree
Finals
with
MVP. Iggy got a Finals MVP. KD got a Finals MVP. He hasn't led his team to a championship." And it wasn't until 2022 because Draymond Green literally said it.
I was
It
about to say,
mattered to Steph.
you can disagree. You can
It
disagree.
mattered to Steph.
I'm saying
It
I
mattered to
disagree
Steph.
with that.
You can
As
you
the
can disagree,
public,
but
as what I'm
but-
saying, as the public though, we all felt Steph should have won in 2015. No
But
one
he
thought
didn't
Iggy.
though.
But I'm saying nope. That's what I'm saying.
but
He didn't.
but
Just
the
like
time-
tonight, we think
but the
Jason Tatum
time-
should have won. Just like tonight, we think Jason Tatum should have won, but he didn't. It's the same thing in 2015 when we thought Steph should have won, but he didn't. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Tonight, we thought everyone on this live, on this podcast that is watching, thought they were going to say in the Finals MVP, Jason Tatum. But they said Jaylen Brown. Just like in 2015, when they got up there in that podium, no one, and I mean no one in this world, even Andre Iguodala, did not expect to win the Finals MVP. He was surprised when his name got called. And it's the same thing today.
I can't remember.
That's why I disagree with it. Iggy won the Finals MVP. We know who the leader of that team was. We know who the best player on that team was. And it was clear. So let's stop with the blasphemy, bro. Let's stop.
Was still, and
Let's
the reason
stop,
why I
bro.
said what I said is because what happened when the Warriors won that chip? There was a reason why Steph Curry was so emotional because he got the monkey off his back. He got that Finals MVP. In order for Tatum to, it's levels to, you know, like
Bro,
being a superstar.
We know why Steph Curry was emotional, bro.
Why?
We know why Steph Curry. First of all, Steph Curry, yes, don't get me wrong. He was excited that he won the Finals MVP. That is a huge accomplishment. He was very excited about that. But, bro, he had won 3 championships prior. Steph Curry was emotional because of what happened the year prior. He said it. He spoke about it. He was emotional because of the injuries. He was emotional because of what was going on with his family. He was emotional because after overcoming all of that, he finds a way to get back to the finals and win a championship again. After Klay being hurt, after Draymond being out, after him being out, they as a core got back together like the original base without Andre Iguodala, might I include, and they did it again. That's why he was emotional.
Bro, Draymond Green, his literal teammate, went on his
That's
podcast.
That's Draymond.
It's Draymond, his teammate. He literally said Steph was crying because he knew how much it meant for him. He said he'll never say
it didn't mean a lot. That's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying it didn't mean a lot. Obviously, it meant a lot. It's a great accomplishment.
Let me say this though. When is the last time you heard some Steph Curry disrespect though? Like for real. I'm really asking. No. I'm asking you. And I'm asking you this because the last time you heard some Steph Curry disrespect, we ain't heard nothing about Steph Curry, no disrespectful, no slander, no blasphemy about Steph Curry since 2022. Since he won his Finals MVP.
Legacy was set. Legacy was set.
Before the 2022, there was only a few people discrediting him. This was not a majority. Bro, let's stop. This was not.
He wasn't top 10. Bro, he wasn't
top 10. Who wasn't top 10? Top 10 what?
Curry was not top 10 before 2022.
Top 10 what?
Of all time.
He might not be top 10 now.
All right, fine. If you're not saying top 10, he's at worst top 12. At worst top 12.
And that's where he's been. He's always been between 10 and 15. That has not changed. That's what I'm saying. Before 2022, this was not a world all conclusive. Steph Curry's not a proven legendary Hall of Fame.
The point is, what we trying to tell you is is that for the longest time, I mean, even if you go back to the 2015, 2016, like you literally, it was to the point where like in households as young black kids, we had rules. You couldn't even play with these dudes on 2K. And that's before KD even got there. The whole point is people used to literally say Steph hadn't done this by himself yet. And by himself didn't really mean without Clay, without Draymond. It really meant, hey man, he did it before KD got there. But then KD got there and that team took off to a different level. And we don't know if he can really do it again without KD. And he hadn't for a good little bit. And then finally he did. And then finally he did. And he also got his first finals MVP. And you ain't heard nobody talk bad about Steph since. I mean, since that time, they have barely made playoff run. They have barely made the playoffs or playoff runs for that matter. And nobody even cares. Like, we're not even talking about it.
And then guess what? He was never in the realm of being compared to Magic Johnson. Once he won 2022 and got that Finals MVP, that's when it was like, oh, this guy, whether you disagree or not,
that wasn't even.
It's at least been a conversation.
That wasn't because of the finals. That was because of the 4 champions.
It was
because of the 4 championships.
Because he won the Finals MVP. That's the difference.
Cole, you know that was the Cole.
I will say it had a lot to do with the 4 championships, but I will also say there was
compared to Magic and Finals MVP.
Come on, man. You know there was smut on this man's name because he had KD with him.
Listen, bro.
He didn't carry just as much smut on his name as KD did, but we all know. Hey, man, he ain't won since KD left. And all of a sudden, he won last year, plus the Finals MVP. I'm telling you, we ain't heard no blasphemy about Steph Curry since.
To answer your question, Finals MVP does matter. I'm not saying that it doesn't. That is not what I'm stating here. Finals MVP does matter. I am just saying there are other stars, superstars in this league that have won championships without winning the Finals MVP, and we're still the face of the league. That's all I'm saying.
Who?
Kobe Bryant, Stephen Curry. And I'm sure I'm missing, and I'm sure some other people
are levels above Tatum. It's not a question.
I'm saying, think about Kobe and Steph at Tatum's age. Not thinking about Kobe and Steph now. Think about them at Tatum's age when they got their first one. Think about them at that point. They were not levels ahead of where he is right now. They were at the same space.
I just feel like where Tatum is, this is not me hating. Where Tatum is, I feel like he'll always be a top 5. He'll be maybe at best he can be the 4th best player. I don't think he cracks in the top 3 best in the league.
So who are the 3 better players that you have above him right now?
Giannis,
jokes are cool. That's cool. That's 2. Who else?
Luka. I still got Luka. Tatum got a better team. I got SGA over Tatum. There's 4.
Bro,
he's probably 5.
Why don't Luka get the same treatment that Tatum get, bro? He was just hella efficient tonight, bro.
Can we get off the?
He was hella efficient tonight. He was hella inefficient tonight, bro.
Can we get off the Luka thing for a second, dog? Like,
no, because I'm tired of people.
Hold on.
No, bro.
He's not gonna get off the Luka high horse.
I'm sick of hearing this, bro. He's not gonna got me tight, bro. Bro was mad inefficient. He did not show up, bro. No.
What we haven't covered enough is the SGA thing. SGA, we haven't covered the SGA over.
I'm not gonna cover that because that don't even need to be talked about or spoken. SGA
he gotta explain himself.
SGA is not on nobody's level. Period. Point. But I'm sick of Luka getting all the
3 MVP. We have Tatum at some level.
He lost. No one cares. Boo hoo.
You're the main one. You're the main one that made your predictions. And you made some very good predictions. You predicted the Mavs to win against the Timberwolves. You
That I did.
predicted the Celtics to win against the Mavs
That I did.
because of matchups. And I think we can all agree if SGA had this Celtics roster, he's getting to the finals.
Dog, SGA might have a top 5 roster in the league.
Hey, Cole, hold on, Cole.
He
Hold
don't have a
on.
number two, though. He don't have a real number two.
I'm about to kill all. Cole, I'm about to kill all of this. You want to talk about matchups? Do you want to talk about how badly the Mavs truly matched up with the Thunder? Do you genuinely want to talk about that and how the Thunder just didn't show up? Do you really want to talk about that? Because I can explain those matchup mismatches for you.
SGA did not. SGA showed up. SGA showed up. So we gonna dead that.
Okay. So SGA showed up, right? And he lost. You know who didn't show up in these finals? You know who didn't show up? The same man you got above SGA. So why you got Luka above SGA? Explain that. Because what?
He's a better individual player.
And because he did what?
He lost. Like that's what.
No,
that's
what
happened.
did Luka do to SGA? He sent him packing.
You're not going to say Paul Pierce was better than Bron in 08. Paul Pierce had a better team. That's just what happens. Like, wait, why don't you have Tatum? Cole, you got SGA over Tatum?
No. And it's and honestly, dog, you only doing this because of recency bias. The kid just played his first good season. I'm not gonna say good. He
had his first great season.
He had his first great season this year. Nigga, you wasn't even talking about SGA last season, dog. Now all of a sudden,
you don't even know how to spell his name fully.
You
don't even know how
Canadian,
you don't even know how he got to the OKC Thunder. And we talking about he over Tatum, bro. Like these are the things that it's like, bro. Like I get what you're trying to do. I get the agenda you trying to push, but like off one great season, dog. Like, come on, bro. Come on.
I'm not even trolling.
We've been watching Jason Tatum. He didn't went head to head with Bron in Cleveland in the Eastern Conference Finals, dog. That's how long Jason Tatum been doing this.
He didn't went head to head with Bron, head to head with KD, head to head with Giannis, head to head with Embiid, head to head with all these Bulls and knocked them off.
And that was before it was even a question of whether Jaylen Brown was truly a good player or not. The only thing we used to say about Jaylen Brown was bro was a good defender. Now all of a sudden he's better than Jason Tatum.
I'm about to keep this whole. When Jason Tatum got on the Boston Celtics,
disrespect JB.
Listen,
I'm not disrespecting him. I was making the point that we've been watching Jason Tatum go at all of the top guys in the league for so long, and it was before there was ever a question of even if Jaylen Brown was a good player or not. When Jaylen Brown first got here with the high top fade, y'all, bro was just a good defender. If somebody would have told y'all back then when Jaylen Brown had a high top fade that he would be a $300 million man at some point,
in the
y'all
finals,
be like, man, hell no.
Been like, I bet my bottom house. This is what I'm about. This
got much better. That's what happened.
He has. But what I'm saying is over time. That's how long we've been watching Jason Tatum go at the top guys. That's what I'm saying.
This is the perspective I'm about to give. When Jason Tatum came into the NBA the year after Jaylen Brown, and they went through their first season together. After that season, that team was acknowledged when Kyrie and Autumn dispersed as Jason Tatum's club. That was clear cut as dry. Yeah, and there was a reason for that.
For sure.
Basically, expectations for Jason Tatum have been vastly higher than Jaylen Brown their entire careers. Yeah. And Jason Tatum has answered every bell that y'all said he could not do. And y'all want to sit here and discredit this man like this? Y'all talk about expectations and the things that y'all want to see people do and players achieve. He's achieving these things. And y'all still going to say these other players that have not achieved anything are better than him? Make that make sense, bro. It does not. You're hyping up dudes that had one great season, their first great season. You're hyping up a guy who just got blown out in the finals
who was
right,
inefficient in the finals.
One great season, he was top 3 in MVP voting. Tatum was never that in his career. This guy that's been deep in the playoffs was never top 3.
Hey, Miles, if you number 2, 3, 4, or 5 in MVP voting, what do you do?
What?
If you're number 2, 3, 4, or 5 in MVP
That's
voting,
cool. That's cool, but that means more people. It means something that you.
It don't mean nothing. It means you lost, bro. If you come in 2nd, 3rd, 4th, or 5th, you lost. It does not mean anything. It means you lost, bro. That is not no.
Answer this question,
this
though.
participation trophy stuff, bro.
Answer this question, though.
Bro, Miles.
Answer this question, though. Who got a better number 2 option? Is it SGA or Tatum? Are you taking Jaylen Brown? I'm sorry. Are you taking Jalen Williams over Jaylen Brown? Is Jalen Williams even on Jaylen Brown's level? No.
He's getting there.
Potentially, he's not there yet. He's not even close.
There. He is getting there. He is Jalen Williams in his 2nd year.
But that's
better than what Jaylen Brown was in his 2nd year.
We gonna see.
That ain't no we gonna see. Compare the 2nd year. That ain't no we gonna compare the 2nd year.
Bro,
compare year 2 Jaylen Brown.
Listen, I'm saying as of right now, Jaylen Brown is better, clear as day.
Miles, you can't
and what OKC is betting on is that Jalen Williams becomes Jaylen Brown. That's really what they're betting on. Yes, they are. They're literally betting on. They're basically the Celtics, bro. The Thunder are basically the Celtics, just a young version. They're basically like the same team. They got a dog ass defender, Lou Dort.
Bro, what is he talking about?
I get what you mean from like a pieces standpoint and like the
play style. The same pieces. Bro.
I get what you mean from a play style standpoint. P, you literally just went down the list. You literally just said check KP, Lou Dort.
Yes, but the pieces weren't aligned the same.
No. I get what
is not. Shay is not 6'9" at the like that. The pieces aren't aligned the same.
Bro, Sam Presti is looking at and I bet you they're gonna be even more similar to them come this next offseason. Sam Presti is looking, it's a copycat league. They're gonna look at this. Sam Presti is banking on Jalen Williams to be Jaylen Brown, to be not the same exact player, but to be the scorer and the defender that SGA needs. They got a guy in chat, he's their KP. They're the same unicorn. It's the same. I mean, that's a great comparison right there. You got Lou Dort. It's not the perfect comp, but it's similar to a Drew Holiday. He's gonna guard the best perimeter player. He's gonna knock down some threes. And you got Jalen, the other Jalen off the bench. That's like the Al Horford type of bull, like again the stretch 5. I'm just saying they very, very similar. They're gonna try to get Isaiah Hartenstein, you know. Look, that's who I mean, but I just feel like
even if they
are, he
didn't get the job done, bro.
All right, that's cool.
You want to say somebody didn't get the job done. He didn't win MVP. He didn't make it to the conference finals. He didn't make it to the finals. And you're about to sit here and say that he's better than Jason Tatum when he has done absolutely nothing in this league. He's not won a single award. He's not been on nothing. He ain't been on nothing. He ain't done nothing. And you about to sit here and say he's better than Jason Tatum? A guy that's been on All-NBA first team 4 times, an NBA champion. You're going to sit here and say one guy that had one great season is better than Jason Tatum.
All right, well, I'm going to make this analogy. Then we're going to get into – I want to get back to this.
Also, let's remember, SGA been in the league since 2018. SGA been here a minute, dog. Like I ain't saying a long time, but he been here. He been here a minute, dog.
Let me say something to that, though. Let me say something to that.
What's that? 2 years after Jason Tatum? J Tate was drafted.
It was 1 year after Jason Tatum.
Like,
look, like, because we all some heavy hitters in this joint in all of our respective fields. There have been times where somebody was in an organization longer than us. We get there. And we end up surpassing that person.
Yeah, dog.
Kobe knows what I'm talking about. Kobe knows what I'm talking about.
That ain't
Paris. It's been some guys. It's been some guys who ain't going. You ain't gonna put them on blast. I don't expect you to. You're not gonna do that. But it's been some guys that they was coaches as well, and then you ended up surpassing them. And all I'm saying is, yeah, when they first started off, SGA wasn't what Tatum is. But then it comes a time that the guy ends up surpassing him. And it don't matter how long the guy been, this top tier player or whatever. At a certain point, the guy who, maybe came a little bit late to the party. And you know what I'm talking about? I can't even talk about this offline. I can't say it. But it's sometimes that a guy comes late to the party and ends up surpassing the guys before him.
I respect that and I get that because that is true. But this is not a late. These guys are in the same class. They're a year apart from each other. This is not no Jason Tatum was in the league 5 years before Shea, and then Shea come along. No. They are in the same class, same generation, they are in the same book. One came in the league, starter from day one. You expectations is at the top of the brim. Shea came in the league off the bench. He is just now getting. Shea is the same thing with Ant. They are just now getting to the table, and they just now getting to the table, and Ant done got to the table even closer than Shea has, and he later than him. But you're talking about a guy who came in this same class, the same generation with you, and he at the top of the top. Bro, stop it, bro. Let's be real here. If you don't like Jason Tatum, I don't mind you saying that. You just say, I don't like Jason Tatum, but give him his respect. Like, if you don't like him, I don't mind you saying that. But don't just sit here and discredit him after he has done everything you've asked him to do and then some, bro. Like, stop, bro.
No, he's like, he's 5. He's in between 5 and 7.
And the fact that you got Shea above Curry and Bron and KD and a lot of like you're wilding right now, bro. Like you're bugging.
I mean,
like you're bugging. You are bugging.
The young guys is over. I mean, you talking about Curry and Bron? They end up playing. Like it's just those the guys, but
bro, Shea was in the.
It's a young man. It's a young guy league now. It's a young guy league now.
Shea was in the play-in 2 years ago.
But right now, he was top 3 MVP voting and had his team.
Bro, you stop saying that because that is the most backhanded compliment I have ever heard you give a player. You top 3 in MVP voting.
That's an
accomplishment. That's a back. Stop.
That is an accomplishment. That's something that your guy has never done in his career, and he's been in the league.
If you ask Shea, bro, how did you feel about becoming 3rd in Finals MVP voting? He's going to tell you, bro, that did not matter.
He a competitor.
Matter of fact, you know what? I'm gonna do you a favor because I'm gonna see Shea in a couple of weeks. I'm gonna ask him for you. I'm gonna ask him, and I'm gonna record it. I'm gonna ask him for you.
Please. Oh yeah.
I'm gonna ask him. I'm gonna see, you know what? If he's at a certain event, I'm gonna ask him for you.
All right. And like speaking of like the Tatum disrespect. I'm letting y'all know this is going to happen. First of all, the first segment in all mainstream media is going to be reaction to the Celtics winning their 18th title, and they're going to get all of that out the way. The next John might be Luka, Kyrie, their story, and we haven't talked about that. We got to talk about that for sure. But what's that third story going to be? Who do you think should have won Finals MVP? And I'm coming back to this because we talked about the Curry stuff and we ended up getting to the Tatum and SGA stuff. But what's going to happen is that until Tatum wins a Finals MVP, the disrespect from him will not end. It will not end. I could be trolling sometimes. It's going to be other fans in the NBA. It's fans in the comments right now saying Jaylen Brown was better this series. Jaylen Brown is better. That will never stop for your main man. What is your thoughts to the people that will continue to discredit Jaylen? I'm sorry. What are your thoughts to the people that will continue to discredit Jason Tatum because he did not win Finals MVP?
Go ahead, Cole.
I mean, I literally just talked about it. Like I won't call Jalen Brown's isn't as bad. Jalen Brown's isn't as bad. It's kind of the same recency bias thing we just talked about with Shea Brown. Like y'all was just killing this man. Y'all was just literally last summer before the season started. Y'all was just this man isn't a $300 man or $300 million man. This guy isn't a top tier player in the league. I don't know why they paid him. I don't know why they did this, that, and the third. I don't know why y'all was just killing this man. And all of a sudden, like the finals is over, the season is over. Jaylen Brown is better than Jason Tatum. Like y'all didn't have all of this Jason Tatum disrespect before. Like I've literally never heard you I've never heard you specifically, and we've been on the pod for a year plus now. We've never had this many discussions about Jason Tatum. I've never heard this much hate about Jason Tatum from you specifically. I can't speak to everybody else, but like I've never heard this much hate about Jason Tatum.
The whole NBA Twitter, it's been up in the playoffs.
And more than I've never heard this much hate for Jason Tatum, I've never heard this much love for Jaylen Brown. And so to me, it's like I get what y'all trying to do, I get where y'all trying to go, but bro, this is pushing agendas. This is the definition of pushing agendas. Like with NBA Twitter, he's going to be like the discourse is going to be the same. When somebody reaches a top level, we have to have a discourse about them. And then there are people that will come out of the woodworks that don't like them, that don't feel a certain way about them, whatever. But this guy's a winner and has been for a long time. He's been on the trajectory to doing this right, to doing what he's just done right now. And if you having real conversations, which most people won't, you was just sitting over there sweating, like thinking they was going to give him the finals MVP, right? So it's like, if you having real conversations about it, which most people won't, most people should be like, hey, bro, I don't know. That was a little bit of a snub. He probably should have had the MVP. But we know how the agenda pushing goes. The agenda pushing goes like they're going to forget the fact that he should have gotten it. And they're going to be like, he don't have one. But it'll just be a constant discourse, bro.
And that's what I'm trying to say. I literally, y'all saw my live reaction. I couldn't fake the trolling. I had it in my mind that Jason Tatum was going to win Finals MVP. But Tatum fans like UP,
let me go.
This was your worst nightmare.
Let me go. Listen, first, before we even get to that, I just got a text message that said a JT commercial being out already is crazy. I just want to throw that out there because the face of the league is coming. But let's get to this point. Jaylen Brown winning Finals MVP is just due. It's not. There is no discredit. I'm not going to discredit Jaylen Brown for doing what he did. He came and he showed up. He showed up consistently through 5 games, except for one. He played 4 games of
Game 5, game 4. He ain't. Yeah.
What do you mean? He didn't have a bad night tonight.
7 for 23.
I mean, he percentage-wise, he didn't shoot well, but he still finished with 21, 8, and 6. I'm sorry. You finished with 21, 8, and 6. It's 21, 8, and 6. I mean, it is what it is. I'm not a big. Hey, listen, bro. If you got 40 and you shot it on 35%, right, bro? You had 40. We ain't nobody going. When we walk around to the club, you gonna go to your bro gave me 40, not bro gave me 35% shooting. Bro gave me 40. So look, Jaylen Brown showed up for 4 games of this series. Jason Tatum showed up for 3 out of the 5. Allegedly, he showed up for 3 out of the 5. 3.5. So they both showed up almost the same amount. I'm not mad that they gave it to Jaylen Brown. He set the tone early. He played great throughout. Everybody had a bad game in game 4. If they would have gave it to Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown would still be getting the same credit.
So somebody said it's not an agenda if every year we having discussions who is the best player.
But the thing is, this is not an every year thing. This is the first year we even had this discussion about these two. This is the first year that everyone has started to say who's better between the two. Last year with Jason Tatum,
It started. Honestly, it started
bro. It started
with
halfway
Skip.
through the season.
Bro, I ain't gonna lie. It started with Skip probably in like 2022 because he always has his guys that he's like, when it really comes to crunch time. And I
Nobody.
think he was part of it. I think he was part of the Jaylen Brown agenda. And then once you saw that Tatum didn't play as well in the finals, and then he ain't played that good against the Heat last year, that's when it got more. The past 2 years, the past 2 years, it's been
That's a
nothing like this year. It's been I would say like after the All-Star break.
He played really well against.
Matter of fact, after the All-Star break, bro, if you did not, if you was an alien that got on Earth, did not know any names, and after the All-Star break, you're watching the NBA up until now, you would have thought that Jaylen Brown is the best player on the team. Yeah,
That's false.
you would have thought that.
That's false. I don't. That's not what you would have thought. But I don't know, man. I'm not a discredit to what Jaylen Brown has done. I think Jason Tatum should have won it too. It went to Jaylen Brown, man, and that just is what it is. That's the
All
fact
right.
of the matter. And I'm happy for Jaylen Brown. I'm proud of Jaylen Brown. I'm glad that he showed up. I'm a big fan of Jaylen Brown. I believed in Jaylen Brown to get the job done. And everyone questioned, and this is one thing I think that has been forgotten in all of this is that everyone questioned Jaylen Brown for his own reasons. They were questioning, why did they pay him this much? What has he done to earn this contract? What is Jaylen Brown going to do this year after not having a left hand, after turning the ball over 8 times in a closeout game? They questioned him for those things. Excuse me. They questioned Jason Tatum for, when are you going to get the job done as a leader? When are you going to be the 1A that goes in and win the title? When are you going to just finally get it done and not lose when it's that time and show up? They both came together and answered the questions for both of their problems. And now we are all sitting here before the new day even hits in some areas of the world, trying to move the goalposts and find a way to tear them apart again. And it's sad to see. We're going to sit here and literally have an agenda of who should have won the finals MVP. Now, who's the best player? Who does this team belong to? Whose franchise is this? We're about to sit here and try to tear them apart again, instead of celebrating them for overcoming and doing everything that everyone questioned and had a say about what they could or could not do. And that is the part that's sad to see. Because like these guys literally, like they answered the bell, man, together. They answered the bell together as brothers, and we about to sit here and try to tear them apart again. Like, why, bro?
I mean, look, that's cool and all, but I'm trying to tell you the worst thing outside of winning the chip. And we gonna see a lot about, Tatum hasn't been a very egotistical guy. He hasn't been that type of guy. He hasn't at all. And I give him credit for that. I give him a lot of credit for that. We gonna really see when you when you have an off season and it's these crazy conversations about people saying it's Jaylen Brown's team and all this stuff. We gonna see if that gets to his head the same way that it got to Kobe's head, because it got to Kobe's head, and that's why he wanted Shaq out. Shaq can try to do that revisionist history.
Oh, Kobe and Tatum are two different people, bro.
Dog. Kobe was a literal psycho. If Kobe wasn't a basketball player, he might have been a serial killer. Like, no fun. Like, that is a literal.
Like, that's two different people, bro. Like
Jason Tatum is not that. Jason Tatum is not that, bro. Like,
thank you, bro. That's two different.
It's not gonna be the same. What you're talking about, I get what you're trying to say, bro. What you're talking about, you know how all of these old players have like these podcasts now. So we got like Jeff Teague's podcast. We got the Old Man in the Three. We got the what's the
Draymond? Yeah, we got a lot.
Oh, you got all the smoke.
No. I'm talking about the older ones, not the Draymond.
You got all
the OGs. Specifically the OGs one. And Jeff Teague's though. They be having conversations where it's finally like where all these things is coming to light, where it's like, yeah, bro, back then you can see the look on what's his bro name face during the championship celebration. What you're talking about is that if Jason Tatum does feel away about it, we will not hear about it for another 15 years, dog. Like it's not gonna happen.
And you know another point to that is you talking about Kobe wanting Shaq out and even Shaq and Penny Hardaway, even like some duos like Jaylen Brown. You talking about these guys? Jaylen Brown doesn't have a mentality or an aura or a person or a persona of Shaq. Dude, we always talk about how Kobe wanted Shaq out. People forget how Shaq treated Kobe during that time too. People forget the things that Shaq said about Kobe during that time too. Like people forget those things. We just always talk about, oh, Kobe wanted Shaq out. Shaq didn't treat him as good either.
No, real rap. That's why I said that. Like
Jaylen Brown doesn't do that,
bro.
They're literal best friends, though.
That's what I'm saying. Like Jaylen Brown and Jason, that's not them. They don't do that. They don't argue about whose team is this. They are trying to win. They are trying to win.
They trying to kill narratives.
Like they are killing. They don't care about all that garbage y'all talking about, bro. They could care less.
See, bro,
Y'all are trying to make them care about that because that's what y'all want to see. Y'all want to see them divide apart.
That's the same thing. You can yes, the mindset Kobe he's a killer. Yeah, Tim's a killer. Hold up, Tim's a killer. Like Kobe said, you're right. Kobe Bryant was a different. He had that mama mentality. It was a little bit different than Tatum. I think Tatum has more the mindset of a LeBron, kind of. He's closer to that Bron mindset than that Kobe mindset. I think we can all agree on that. All right, cool. All I'm saying is, just like how the media also made it worse with Kobe and Shaq, we're gonna see. Only time will tell if the media will end up getting to Tatum.
But I think the whole point we trying to get you to understand is they've been doing that. Like the media has been doing that. Like every year that they got to the Eastern Conference Finals and they failed. The year that they got to the NBA Finals and they failed. The media has been trying to tear them apart. The media has been saying, "Hey, bro, like, man, one of them gonna have to part ways." And especially all of a sudden, like we just talked about, all of a sudden, this is Jaylen Brown's team. This is Jaylen Brown is better. Jaylen Brown is this, that, and the third. Bro, do you not remember they was just talking about, hey, this is Jason Tatum's team. Jason Tatum need to go to the front office and get rid of Jaylen Brown. They was just saying that. Like they was just telling Jason Tatum to get rid of his brother. They was just telling Jason Tatum to get rid of his sidekick. Like this ain't nothing new. This ain't nothing new. What and it's crazy to think that all of a sudden, like after a championship, that like something is going to change within the mindset of Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown to where. And I get why you think it's not crazy, but it is crazy for what we have been watching since literally 2017. This is like we've been watching this over half a decade at this point. We've been watching people try to tear them apart.
Like, and another thing is like people also like, and I know 2000 is a long time ago for some people. Some of y'all were just not even born yet. When Kobe and Shaq got together in 2000, Kobe already disliked Shaq because of his work ethic. So that was already brewing from the jump. They just happened to go on and win 3 straight, and he was able to tolerate it because they were winning. He already had his problems about Shaq. They've spoken on this. So, like, that whole old head energy that y'all trying to push on these young bulls, like, y'all need to stop. Because, one, it's sad to see. It's sad to see that y'all trying to tear 2 brothers up that just achieved an amazing goal, and y'all trying to push a narrative to make them fight each other.
What's another? Who want to know another person, another duo?
Who?
Steph Curry, Kevin Durant. Steph Curry has no ego.
And KD himself will tell you that was totally different. That had nothing to do with the media and everything to do with the.
Come on. The media.
Just let me finish.
That had nothing to do with Steph, though.
That had nothing to do with Steph. Bro was injured. Bro needed a new place to. Right, KD has been on how many different teams at this point? Bro was injured. Bro needed a new place. He needed a new challenge. He will tell you that himself.
No, that ain't
Himself.
had nothing to do with that. Was
That wasn't
because
Steph, though.
That was because Draymond opened up his mouth and then shut up, and then they didn't handle the situation right after the fact. Honestly, if Draymond would have did what he would have did, but management would have handled the situation correctly and having them actually talk to each other, Kevin Durant would still be in Golden State winning championships. That had nothing to do with Steph Curry. Those two absolutely love each other.
Still brothers to this day.
I'll give you that. That's
like if Steph would leave Golden State, KD would go with him somewhere and play.
That's cool. I definitely think Draymond was when he called him the B word and they left that, they brushed it under the rug. That was definitely like KD never got over that. Still to this day, they not the same because of what happened in that fourth quarter against the Clippers. For sure. Media was definitely.
And he turned the ball over too. I would have been hot at, bro.
I'm just saying, did you see? All right, this is my last John on it. Did you see the way Tatum reacted when Jaylen Brown got the Finals MVP?
Yeah,
he wasn't mad.
But if you think that has anything to do with Jaylen Brown and not the fact that he believes he should have won, that's where I think we missing the mark at. That's not a like, oh, Jaylen Brown didn't deserve it. That's not a, oh, my brother didn't deserve it. That's a, damn, bro, I just closed out. We just got beat by 40, and I came back tonight and I closed out and dog walked these dudes up and down the court all night. That's not Jaylen Brown doesn't deserve it though. That's a totally different, that's a different thing. You get beat by 40 one night, and then you come back and you close in game 5. You come back with damn near a 30-point triple-double in game 5, and you close out. That don't have nothing to do with Jaylen Brown. That's like looking at the voters like, yo, what are y'all doing?
I think that's like all of us, bro. If all three of us was up for an award about who's the best in this podcast, and they came out and said you are cold, I'm looking like dang, I thought I had a chance of winning it, but I'm not mad that y'all won it. Like at first, when you first heard Jaylen Brown, he was probably like, dang, I thought I had a chance of winning it, but then it's like, dang, I'm happy for my brother, bro, because he's had to sit and watch me win things where he probably felt he should have won. Because 2 years ago on the Eastern Conference Finals, Jaylen Brown had a chance to win that Finals MVP too. And they gave it to Jason Tatum. And Jaylen Brown had to sit there and say, I'm happy for my brother. He won. He got the job done. We just hear the ultimate. They've both, and I give credit to them, they both have said the same thing about each other and about their team both times when each person won. When Jason Tatum was winning, Jaylen Brown said the same. I'm happy for my brother. We here for the ultimate goal. It's time to go win a championship. This time around, it's been Jaylen Brown's turn to win, and Jason Tatum has said, I'm happy for my brother, but we're here for the ultimate goal, as we both talked about, and we're trying to go win a championship. And they've done that together. And that's the bottom line.
Look, I'm going to read 2 comments. The problem with the Celtics now is that they're young, just hitting their prime, and tasted blood. That feeling, getting addicting, they going to be held to deal with now. My Sixers got a steam out. Yeah, no, we're cooked. We got Braylon said he had a good point. And have those people bash Brown when Tatum won and vice versa. I mean, yeah, people always going to talk. You know. And then last one, the monkey off their back. Brown guys finds MVP. Tatum will probably get it next time around, Batman, Superman, not Batman and Robin. The problem with them, I agree with that for sure. The problem with them is they know how to win and only 26-27. For sure. I mean, that championship pedigree is different. I think we have to talk about this last John with the Celtics before we get to the Luka and Kyrie sitch. How many rings do you think Tatum and Brown win together?
There's no telling. I think now that it's over, and you've been trying to do this for the longest. You've been trying to push the Brad Stevens agenda for the longest. But now that it's over, we'll see. We'll see how well they can keep that team together. But those guys, I mean, they finally figured out how to win. And I think that was their biggest problem. Once they figured out how to win, that's going to be that they figured it out now, and that's going to be that's nasty for the rest of the league. That's nasty for the rest of the league. I won't lie to you. That's not a good look for the rest of the league that they finally figured it out. Nobody should have let them figure out how to win. It's going to get bad. It might get bad if they can figure out how to keep a good enough roster around them. What I hope doesn't happen is that they finally figured out how to win, and that front office is like, oh, we can just plug and play any piece now, because that's what happens a lot of times. Like a lot of these teams, they win for their first time. The front office is looking like, oh, I got these two great players in front of me. I can throw anybody on the court with them. And I just don't think that's the case.
Want to know why I don't think that will happen? Is because they actually have a GM who is their coach, and whether you disagree or agree, especially Paris, he knows Tatum and Brown, they ain't that top 3 level. Like he knows his limit. They needed a Drew Holiday, they needed a Porzingis. He knows that. That's why they traded for these guys. Because if he thought that they was all cool with just a Marcus Smart, they wouldn't have traded for a Drew Holiday and all that. He knows that because he actually coached these guys. Versus if there was a GM that wasn't with these guys when they was younger and in the thick and thin with them, then they might be a little bit more arrogant and be like, shoot, I'm so good at my job, I can just plug and play. These guys are so good, I can just plug and play. I think that's definitely an advantage. And it hurts me to say this because I want the Celtics to lose every year. I hate them.
Before you go, P, let me say this too. I really hope, and what all Celtics fans should hope is that for whatever reason, this doesn't up the stock of a bunch of guys on the Celtics. Like, well, let's not do the Alex Caruso thing where Derek White is about to go out here and get 60, 70 mil for just because like he was a great asset on the championship team. All Celtics fans should hope that the stock of these guys doesn't rise. Drew Holiday's stock probably will go up a little bit more, but Drew Holiday has been who Drew Holiday is through thick and thin. He did it with the Bucks. You know what I'm saying? He's done it again with the Celtics. Let's hope his stock doesn't rise too. You know what I'm saying? That's another thing the Celtics got to hope for, is that they can keep all of these guys on the contracts that they have them under.
Miles, I agree with you with the Brad Stevens point. I do think him coaching them and understanding them in their earlier stages helps. And I think to that, what I want to change about your point is I think he went and got a Drew Holiday to help them understand what it takes to go get it done and to teach them this is how you get there. And now that they've gotten there, that dynamic changes. So now I believe it's not a you can plug and play, but I don't think, and I'm going to be honest, I don't think if they bring the same team into the season next year that they win a championship. I think you have to go make this team better with different talent. And I think you have to adjust some of the pieces going into the next season, because next season, other teams are going to look different too. You can't come in the same as you were last year and expect to just do the same thing. I mean, there's literally been no team that has done that. Like even the Warriors with KD, even they changed a piece or two. Like it wasn't drastic, but they added a different piece or two. Like every team that has won a championship, they've also added a piece going into that next year. I mean, the Bulls did it when they was winning. The Pistons did it. The Lakers did it. Like everybody's always added going into that next season. So I think they will, need to properly, which I think Brad Stevens and Joe Mazzulla will do. They will add the pieces that they think will help them, move forward. I do think they keep the core together, but get a little bit more depth on the bench, and some more valuable pieces. But as far as championships, I don't know, man. I don't know how many they're going to win. It's good that they have one, and it's going to be good to see.
Over under 3.
That's tough to say, man. It's tough to say. Like and I say it's tough to say because of the experiences that I've seen in my life. Like I was alive when Kobe and Shaq won 3. Nobody thought they were going to win 3 straight. I was alive when Bron then went to Miami even though they said not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, like we all thought that they was really going not 1, not 2, not 3, and they only got 2. Like, and we know how epic that was. Like, even KD with the Warriors, like they only got 2. So like it's hard to say how many are they going to win. Like we haven't seen the only duo that we've seen win. The only 2 duos that we've seen win like
Jordan
more
Pippen.
than 2 or 3 is Jordan and Pippen and Magic and Kareem. Like those are the only 2 duos that we've seen win more than 3 together. Or you want to say Bill
Over
Russell?
under. All right, over under. I don't think they. I
don't know.
Over under 2. Kobe.
I think
over
they get
under
another
2.
one. I think they get
they
another one.
I think that I think they could get another one next year. I think they could repeat. I think if they do what P just said, I think what you have to look at is, bro.
They could repeat for sure.
I think they can repeat for sure. The East is obviously we know
the favorite.
they will be the favorite. Obviously we know the journey that they took. It's a lot of conversations we can have now that the finals is over. P, you're not gonna like it. Obviously we know the journey that they took to get to the finals this year. And yes, a lot of players were hurt. I'm not discrediting the fact that they got there, they won, they did what they did. But we do know the journey that they took to get there. We have to see if the Dame and Giannis thing even works out. That's not a lot to work out. I didn't like the look at that for the good majority of this year. And they have Doc Rivers as a coach who you can feel how you feel about Doc Rivers. He hasn't won since the Celtics. You got Miami and you got Jimmy. That's always going to be in contention to do something. But I think if these 2 guys keep playing how they playing, I think they can get past them too. I mean, you go up and down the East, and I think that they can get through the East. I'm not saying with no problem, but I think if they figured out how to win like we think they did, like I don't see them having too many problems in the East if the Bucks aren't who we think they are. The New York Knicks and Tibbs gonna play the New York Knicks into the ground. He gonna drive them into the ground every year like he did this year. They're gonna end up with injuries in the playoffs come playoff time. All right, it's just a lot of things.
I'm about to make a crazy take right here. I think the biggest threat to the Boston Celtics in the East next year will be the Orlando Magic.
Oh, heck no.
And I'm gonna be quite frank. I think the biggest threat to the Boston Celtics in the East next year will be the Orlando Magic. And you can clip this and hold this until next.
What do you think? Paolo Banchero gonna be top 5? Like that's the only way.
I mean, if we look at Paolo Banchero, he's the for some reason, being the number 1 overall pick, he's the least talked about number 1 overall pick to average 27, 8, and 7, and no one talks about it. He's led the Orlando Magic to 5th in the Eastern Conference Finals as a second-year guy, and no one talks about it. Like, they have all of the young pieces, as we talk about, like this Oklahoma City Thunder team, to be successful. They have a guy who has the potential to be one of the top players in the NBA. He's only in year 2. I don't see what the whole like.
See, their problem is they got a good defense. It's all about now if they get a legit number 2
They gotta find a way to score. They gotta find a way.
But they're young.
Score.
They're young. I'm saying.
Dude,
I'm not saying they're not going to take
nobody. They got nobody
They're
that
gonna take this same,
outside Apollo.
but they're not going to take this same team into next season. Is what I'm saying.
For sure.
They got a lot of money.
They got
a lot of money. They got a lot of room that they can move, and people will want to go play with Paolo. That's what I'm saying. They have their guy. Now it's about going to get him a legit number 2 and not a bunch of role players.
They're gonna try to get Clay.
No, I don't think they try to. I think they try to go get somebody else.
Clay or Paul George.
I think they go younger because they need somebody that can create a bucket. They don't need nobody coming off screens to get a bucket. They need somebody that can create a bucket. And Clay at this stage in his career is not creating.
Clay ain't created a bucket since he left Washington State. Let's stop with that. I honestly, you know what? I'm gonna just, I'm just saying that's my take. I think the Orlando Magic will be the biggest threat to the Boston Celtics because they match up with them very well. They can switch 1 through 5 with them very well. They have the pieces to guard them very well. And I think when they add the pieces that help them offensively in this offseason, watch what I tell you. Don't be surprised if the Orlando Magic is the second or third best team in the East next year.
I literally only if I'm looking at these free agents, only if they give
You gotta look at the draft too.
Paul George.
Draft.
I mean, but this week behind draft, ain't nobody go out the gate unless they get Sar or somebody out the gate. I mean, no, that's. I mean, I got respect for Paulo, but you know, we definitely gonna clip that. See what people gotta say. I think they'll be top 4, but like everybody,
They'll be better than Philly.
hell no. Stop.
They'll be better than Philly. Cole, what you think? They be better than Philly next year?
I got a chance.
It's getting disrespectful. Now. Stop.
It was better than Philly this year.
Gosh. I mean, if you want to say Embiid's injured for the whole, all right. I mean, all right.
Better than Philly this year, bro.
Not when Embiid was healthy.
They were better than Philly this year, bro.
Not when Embiid was healthy. No, they were not.
Let's stop.
He had the same record, and Embiid missed all those games.
So Magic were better than Philly this year, bro.
With Joel Embiid on the floor.
Yes,
bro. Stop it. No, they were not. They were not.
Yes, bro. Philly was not that good this year, bro. Tyrese Maxey saved y'all a lot. Like, stop giving all this credit to Joel Embiid, bro. Tyrese Maxey was carrying.
Bro, what is we talking about? See, this is the recency bias. This is why we go. No.
You're doing a lot, but Joel Embiid was in an MVP conversation, and if Joel Embiid wasn't trying to get a whole bunch of awards and accolades, and he wasn't trying to miss all NBA teams because of the rules and stipulations now that you got to play a certain number of games, if he'd have just went ahead and set his ass down for a little bit, and he you know what I'm saying, he set his ass down for a little bit and he rested, he'd have came back and y'all might have been something to work with. But yeah,
hey, bro
was out here fighting for his life, trying to get the damn MVP award, fighting for his life, trying to be all NBA.
Tyrese Maxey is the future of the Philadelphia 76ers.
I agree. I ain't saying
that. And the future is very near. The future is very near.
I literally think in this offseason, they should build around Maxey because I know Maxey's going to be available in the postseason.
They should get rid of Embiid.
I don't, I've said that.
I've said that,
but like I said that.
I know you
think about it
on the other side of that.
I don't think we gonna get nobody that's gonna equate the value. So it's like you gotta sell seats. But I would. I mean, I don't hate that.
Hey, bro, y'all be better off with Anthony Davis, bro. Y'all be better off with Anthony Davis.
Joel Embiid in LA is nothing good. I'm not gonna lie.
No, I'm not saying that he should go to LA. I'm just saying though, I would rather have Anthony Davis than Joel Embiid.
Oh, for sure.
Every night.
For sure.
Every night. I'd rather have Anthony Davis than Joel Embiid every night.
That's not even a question.
Hold up. Let's healthy. I mean, both of these guys aren't healthy. I mean,
Anthony Davis, those guys fully healthy. Anthony Davis is better than Joel Embiid.
Joel Embiid every night is a bona fide 30 ball. Bona fide 30, 10, and 5. Anthony Davis, he might have 30 one day. He might have 17 the next day. He's one of the most inconsistent superstars in the game. Don't compare him to my guy, Joel.
And he's a champion.
Because give Joel Embiid LeBron freaking James. Give him that.
It wouldn't have mattered. He wouldn't have been there to play.
He
said the same thing about AD. I mean, look.
AD was there to play, which is why they won a championship.
No.
Let's not forget. They almost lost. AD had to save the day in the bubble.
Trey ball, corner pocket, wing.
Yeah.
Straight
Oh,
from
now
the-
now it's a
yeah,
long time
Long
ago.
time
off
ago.
the
Now it's
inbound,
a long time
off
ago.
the inbound. Yeah,
Now
yeah,
it's a long time ago.
yeah.
Yeah.
Hey,
Anthony
but back
Davis
to
is better.
the
With
nah,
with with with
no.
Black Lives Matter on the back of the jersey in Orlando at Disney.
Yeah, he could only do that when there was no fans in there because he
Bro,
didn't have
come on,
no
bro. That was
pressure.
the best, bro. It's on record. NBA players saying that's the best hoop they've ever had, bro. That
But
is
just
on
hoop
record.
it, bro.
NBA players,
AD
NBA
ain't that
players
guy,
saying
bro.
that took them back. That took them back to high school AAU days, bro. Come on, bro. I'm not doing this.
AD is not that guy. The same way how we all believe that with the Celtics getting championship pedigree, they will be better. We thought the same thing with Anthony Davis, and he somehow got worse since 2020. And it's a
Hey,
damn shame.
but
It's a
he
damn
got it.
shame.
Hey, but he got it done. Embiid just getting worse.
But we didn't.
And more
Embiid just be injured.
bigger and more unhealthy every year.
Bro, he get bro.
Bro,
Hey, you know what,
AD
bro?
has one healthy season in the play-in, and now it's like, oh my god, AD.
Hey,
Hey,
bro.
Miles,
Oh, what?
And he just
Embiid
played 76 games.
has Embiid.
Cool. You're playing games. You show up to work. Joel Embiid is getting his team's top 3 seeds. You saw what his team did without him. Maxey wasn't doing anything. And I love Maxey, but he wasn't doing anything, bro. Up until the postseason. Then he started hooping. But
Hey,
let's not, bro.
Hey, Miles. You didn't realize Joel Embiid has never played more than 70 games in the season?
I ain't saying he, bro.
Ever. He been in the league since 2016, bro. He never played 70 games in the season, bro. Stop, bro.
Bro, AD ain't the most healthy bull. Like,
But he's been a lot more healthier than Embiid. Let's not forget young AD. Young AD was very healthy.
young AD better than how is that possible? The guy who's younger and didn't win a championship is better than the guy who's older and won a championship. How does that make sense? You would pick young AD on the Pelicans than this guy right now.
Yes.
Ain't it a week? And it's sad. It's sad. It's sad though. Like,
I would
you would
pick
think
young AD and old AD over Joel Embiid at any point in his career.
hell no. So why didn't AD get MVP? Why?
Because LeBron James.
How come LeBron James is still at 40 freaking years old, still the best player on the Lakers? That's a damn shame.
LeBron James
That's
at
a
50
damn
years
shame.
old is still better than Embiid.
Most of the league.
LeBron James is the
He's
third
not.
best player in the NBA.
He's not better than Embiid. LeBron not better than Embiid.
Miles, bro. LeBron James has been better than him Embiid's entire career. There's never been a year where Embiid was better than LeBron. Even the year he won MVP, LeBron was better than him.
A healthy Joel Embiid is better than LeBron James. I love
A
LeBron.
healthy Joel Embiid is better than a healthy LeBron James.
Yes.
Yeah,
a
you
40-year-old Bron. Yes.
So you would have rather had Embiid this year than LeBron.
Yeah, because I know I'm not gonna be in the playing. Bro, Bron has a bunch of stats, but it's not the same impact like it used to be.
Miles, what
Let's call
seed
it
did
what
y'all
it
have this year?
You said who?
What seed did y'all have this year?
We had the 4 seed, and Embiid missed all those games. We was gonna win 55 plus.
And you said the East trash, right?
Oh yeah, the East ain't good. I'm trying to tell you.
So that's basically the play-in the East is 4 seed, right?
Yeah, they actually had the same record. So you talking about a team?
So basically, the East 4 seed is the play-in.
This proves my point.
So Joel Embiid was in the play-in too. Is basically what you're saying.
Okay, let's talk about how many games Joel Embiid missed this season. Let's
A
talk
lot.
about how many games bro missed. Let's talk about how many games bro missed.
He played
My
39
man
games this year.
My man played 39 games. 39 games. If he just played maybe 60, we talking about a 55 win team out this job. But back to the Celtics, the 2024 champions. Talk about them. I don't know if they win another one. I don't. Ever.
Oh my gosh.
I don't know if they'll ever win another championship. What happened with Paul Pierce and those boys? They won in 2008. Never again did they win. They got back to the finals. They did not win. I believe the Celtics with Tatum and Brown can get back to the finals, but I don't know if they get lucky and get a favorable matchup like they did. If they face the Nuggets, we're at least talking about a 7-game series, and I believe the Nuggets win that.
That's favorable to the Celtics.
That's a conversation for another day. But I do believe the Celtics will get there, but I'm not convinced that they win another one. I don't believe that Giannis is going to be hurt again. I believe the Bucks is going to be their biggest threat next season. They're going to be new and improved. Dame's going to be in the right headspace. They're going to be coming. They're going to be coming. And I know Giannis is looking at the Celtics winning this, John, and being like, oh, I got to get back. I got to get that feeling in 2021. So I definitely see the Bucks being the biggest threat to the Celtics. I will say objectively that the Celtics benefit a lot because they are in a weaker conference. I mean, the Knicks, unless they really get somebody, you know, they not really no factor. I know the Sixers ain't no factor. The Pacers ain't no factor. The Magic, I don't believe they a factor. The Cavs, I mean, they might not even have Darius Garland. They might not even have
Donovan Mitchell leaving.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like they might not even have Darius Garland
or
Donovan
Mitchell. They get a new coach too, right?
Yeah, like the Heat. I mean, they cool.
Donovan Mitchell's re-signing in Cleveland.
That's cool. I mean,
according to my sources, I've been waiting to use that on here so bad, but according to my sources, Donovan Mitchell's staying in Cleveland.
I got a few that say otherwise, but okay.
Yeah, according to my sources.
Yours might be right though. Mine is
according to my sources, he's staying in Cleveland as of right now. He's resigning.
Rules a factor. Stop it.
I just
I feel like, well, let me just say, I just feel like they'll definitely. I believe they'll get back to the finals, but the East is so weak compared to the West. The Celtics are bound to be in the finals again. But what's going to happen in the West? OKC, we all agree is going to get much better. Denver, they're going to have something to prove. The Timberwolves, they're going to be better. The Mavs, I think, we're going to talk about them next. Like, they, ain't get it done. But even getting to the finals, that's a big step for a team that really wasn't expected to get to that point. To a lesser degree, the Suns.
Let's go ahead and get into the Mavs then.
Let's get to the Mavs.
You're banking on a lot of factors. The first being that Luka figures out between now and next June how to play defense, and he ain't figured out in the past 24 years. I don't.
The thing is not Luka and his defense. They're there because of Luka.
Miles.
If you get beat because of Luka too, like
you don't. No, you don't. You're only in the conversation because of Luka.
Hey, Miles. If Jalen Hurts those forced touchdowns and 5 picks, you're gonna blame Jalen Hurts. Stop. Stop.
It's not the same thing. What Luka did was not 5 picks. Maybe game 3. Maybe game 3 was maybe equivalent. It wasn't even 5 picks. Is not
average. Is not average 60% blow by percentage. His rating of getting blown by was 60. Do you know how much 60% in a basketball game is, bro?
Okay, he's not.
That's the equivalent. That's the equivalent to having a negative 60% usage rate. Like, imagine somebody abusing you 60% of the time. Like,
no. Actually, I got a better one for him. This is my thing, right? So, Super Bowl. Eagles versus the Chiefs, right? Jalen Hurts played his tail off. Am I right?
Yeah.
Beautiful game. And you want to know what happened? Bradbury was Luka Doncic on defense. And it cost y'all. That is Luka Doncic. He's amazing on offense. And he's Bradbury on defense.
What do you think defense means in a basketball game?
Everybody. They're not, Lou. Not every single possession is it Luka.
Okay,
it's
so then not
everybody getting blown by.
Bradbury then. So not every single possession was it Bradbury then.
But that's what you talk about.
Yes, it was. But we can't, bro. Stop, bro. Talk about basketball. Talk about basketball because NFL.
You be the main one making football and basketball comparison.
Do not compare James Bradbury and Luka Doncic, bro. Stop it.
Their defense is the same. Their defense is the same. Their defense. Wait, hold on. So Luka Doncic is a better defender than James Bradbury?
Hell yes.
Hell yes. What are we talking about? What are we talking about? James Bradbury? Are you serious?
Bro, where's the chat when you need them, bro? Like, I know it's somebody in the chat that understands what we saying, dog.
Thank you, bro. That first of all, that's not the same. Jalen Hurts interceptions is not the same as lack of effort. And
Bro.
not the same. Interception.
I would,
Stop. Hold on, chat. They're trying to tell me that Luka Doncic's defense
it's just as
is
bad.
equivalent to James Bradbury on defense.
It is.
You know how crazy that this sounds?
That is.
That
It's
Luka
literally the
might
same thing.
actually be the worst superstar defender in the league. It's not even a might. He is. He is the worst superstar defender in the league. Out of all of the superstars, he's the worst defender in the league. Like I don't know what you. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it.
And the great
How do
comment
you excuse the defensive performance that we watched just now? That we watched over the past 5 games?
He got abused tonight, too, by the
he
way.
was much better in game 4. He was much better in game 5.
No, he got abused tonight. What did you watch tonight? He got abused tonight.
He wasn't as bad. All right, I'll give you game 3. He wasn't
No,
good.
game 1, 2, 3, and 5, he got abused.
Bro, y'all gotta stop with going with what the narrative was. Y'all never talked about Luka's defense before game 3, and then boom, all right, now he has the bad jump.
Yes, we did.
All agree. But we all
I
agree.
said that before the series. My whole
right,
point is why the Celtics were going to win was because Luka was going to have to guard. Kobe, did I not say that? That was my whole point of why the Celtics were going to win, because I said Luka and Kyrie were going to have to guard. I said Luka's not going to be able to stand around and just stare at people all night and guard the worst offensive player because the Celtics don't have one. I said
I talked about Virginia. We talked about motion. We talked about everything.
Yes, we talked about all the sets that the Celtics was going to run, the stuff that they was going to put Luka in. I literally said the Mavs were going to lose because Luka Doncic were not going to guard. That was my
you know what's even worse? You know what's even worse about that? You know what's even worse about that? What's even worse is we sat here and I can literally recall us going over 10 offensive sets that they was going to put Luka in.
We can play the clip.
They didn't put him in a single one of them sets. They walked him down. They walked him down all night. The play was get the hell out the way. Oh, wait. You got Luka, come set the screen. Get the switch. Jason Tatum did the walk back between the legs, walk back. He got to about the logo. He looked at Luka in his face, and then he just
that was my whole point. My whole point to why they were going to lose. My whole point to why they were going to lose is because Luka was going to have to guard. So stop the lie. Stop saying that we didn't say this before game 3, because you can play the clip. You can play the clip of me. I said it. Just like you did the playback clip. I said that, bro. He sucks on defense. He's the worst defense.
Why do you keep saying, all right, cool, like that's okay?
Because y'all is acting like the Mavs won because of Luka's defense. They did not lose because of Luka's defense. They lost because the Celtics overall have better players. And another thing is Luka's co-star did not show up. My finals MVP was a no-show. He was a no-show.
Now he
was a flat-out no-show.
All right.
It's not even that is the biggest reason why the Mavs did not win. The biggest reason was because offensively, Luka and Kyrie cohesively were never on the same page. When Luka had one of his best performances, that 30-point triple-double in game 2, Kyrie was nowhere to be found. When Kyrie had his 35-point night, Luka had his worst game of the series. That's it right there.
Give you the rundown of the games that Luka got abused in. You know the one game we don't say Luka got abused in? Game 4 when they won. Now I'll give it to you. They had a better offensive plan, and the better offensive plan wasn't even that they was going to figure out a way to score the ball. No, Kristaps Porzingis didn't play. They figured out they could get to the rack while Kristaps Porzingis wasn't playing. But Luka did not get abused in game 4. He still got beat a couple times, but he didn't get abused. They in Boston had a eerie shooting night. They had an eerie shooting night where Luka was able to sag off, play at the free throw line, and that was it. But bro,
No, he played much better defensively.
bro, he sat inside. He didn't guard outside of the 3-point line all night.
He literally, what did Doris Burke, as somebody that's been calling
And
games,
she said,
alive?
what did she actually say? She actually said when Luka is at least engaged on defense, they are a much better team. He wasn't that she didn't say he played. She didn't say he played great defense. She said when he's actually
Nobody's asking him to be freaking Tony Allen.
I'm not asking him to be Tony Allen. I'm just asking him not to be a cone. That's all. Why do you not understand that? I don't understand.
Because
I don't understand what you don't get.
Like, we're not about to act like the Mavs won't get back to this point, or they won't win a championship because of Luka's defense. That's not the reason. This is not. I mean, we can agree and disagree, but you can't name the guy who is the number one reason why they're even there in the first place. We're not. It's just you can't just do that, bro. You can't just do that. Like, the defense yes, he's a D+ defender for sure.
Bro, D+ is giving him credit. Like, D+ is credit. D+ is credit. If D+ is credit, like,
and it's not like all he has to do is get a little bit more in shape, and he's cool. The offense is so elite. He's 2 at worst in the league.
Bro,
2 at worst.
Bro, is a more out of shape, fatter, slower James Harden, bro. That's all.
He's better than Harden. He's better than Harden.
Better than Harden at what?
That's
at the game of basketball.
That's recency bias.
He's better
than Harden. What?
If you could go back right now and relive James Harden's prime in Houston,
boy,
I think you understand how insane that was.
He better than Harden at what? Nothing. He don't do nothing better than James Harden.
Want to know why? Because what did they both do? They was dogs in the regular season.
Miles. He does.
But in the postseason, James Harden was a no-show. That's what happens. That matters. Matters.
What did Luka just do? He didn't show up.
He got to the freaking finals as the guy. What is we talking about?
And he didn't show up.
Not the way that James Harden has not showed up. Let's not do that. James Harden is an all-time great choke artist. All-time great choke artist.
Because first of all, I'm not saying James Harden didn't have his moments, but I'm about to sit here and tell you this. James Harden had arguably the greatest team ever assembled, beat by himself. And Chris Paul, hold on, shut up, I'm not done. And Chris Paul, who was his counterpart, was doing great, decided to not show up for a game 6 at the crib to close out and go to the finals. James Harden still had a triple-double in that game. 30 plus.
I got you.
And we go to game 7. We go to game 7, bro. James Harden went for 32, 6 and 6. He showed up. His counterpart decided not to play because of a hamstring tweak. So let's not sit here and say bro choked, bro. Because he ain't choked.
He was part of a team that missed 27 straight 3-point shots. He choked. Yeah, it was a game 7 at his crib. He did not get it done.
And Luka didn't either. So you're praising 2 guys that didn't get it done.
Luka got to the finals. He got to the finals at 25 years old.
James Harden's been to the finals.
Bro, Luka has never ran into a Golden State. Actually, he did and he lost. But he's.
But my thing is, James Harden went to a finals too. What is your point? They both lost in the finals.
No, one guy was the guy, the other was off the bench.
I hate when you do that, bro.
Bro, they both lost in the finals, bro.
I hate this analogy, bro. You gotta stop doing that.
What?
It's not doing that. Because you know it's not.
It's facts, bro.
That's horrible, bro.
It's facts.
It's terrible.
It's facts,
it's one of the worst ones ever.
They both been to the finals one time and they've lost.
That's the worst analogy you make when we get.
No, it's not. Is it a fact? Let me ask, is it a fact?
Terrible.
It's agenda pushing. Is what it
This
is.
is a fact.
is.
It's a fact.
It's a horrible analogy.
Oh, they both went to the finals and they lost, bro. That's all I'm saying, bro. That's all I'm saying, bro.
No,
But Luka ain't better than James Harden at nothing.
tripping.
Not
You
even
gotta go and relive them days, bro.
not even defense. He's not even better than James
In
Harden.
the
on defense.
regular season, I've never seen James Harden do what he does in the regular season in the postseason.
So you don't
gotta go back.
You don't remember him
You
hitting
gotta
his
go
prime.
back to
In
Houston.
his prime.
Kobe, you
in
don't
his
remember him
prime.
hitting Clay and KD and
Bro,
Draymond?
James Harden,
I
Tank
remember.
Ball?
I remember. He's crazy.
James Harden in the regular season could be in discussion for the top 5 player of all time in the regular season. I mean, regular season guy, he's like Peyton Manning. When you want to talk about football, that is Peyton Manning right there, James Harden in the regular season.
That's a bad
You
team.
could argue either one was the best in the regular season. Come to postseason time, he's a complete no-show.
I would have rather you said Dak, personally.
But Dak wasn't the regular season guy that Harden is, but it is
What football you been watching?
even
Dak be balling in the regular
I
season.
know
Cole,
his
Dak be
level.
balling in the regular season. Playoffs, he don't show up.
He
He be
be
balling
balling.
in the regular
He
season.
be balling, but like that was a little.
I know you don't like that.
Harden's like A-Rod.
Okay, it's twisted. I love Dak, but that was a little.
I'm just saying, Dak be balling in the regular season. He don't do nothing in the playoffs, but he be balling in the regular season. If that's gonna be your point, that's all I'm saying.
Look,
But Luka ain't better than Harden. You can hang that up. You can clip this and make that a real. James Harden's gonna get that vote every time.
just want you to know. What did Dan Hurley say? He said something that I like. He said, "Get your lick now. Get your lick now with Luka. Laugh at bro now, because he's 25 years old. He's gotten his finals experience. He suffered his first real heartbreak because he was killing them at Real Madrid. Get him now, because it might not happen next year. But when he's 27 and he's in his peak shape and he's in his prime, it's gonna be his league.
Peak shape, dog. Luka has done nothing but get fatter and more out of shape his whole career.
But I think
this is the same guy. Hold on, this is the same guy that's been playing professional basketball since he was 13 years old. So what we getting at here is like Wright isn't forgetting how to be a professional. He knows how to be a professional. And since he's gotten to America, he's done nothing but drink Coke, smoke hookah, get fat, and continue to hoop. But like at an elite level, I would say. But he's done nothing but get fatter and more out of shape since he's been here, dog. Every year. I just watched a video of Luka the other day from his draft, and that don't even look like from his rookie year, that don't even look like the same guy. Like he actually might be up 60 pounds. Might be up 60 pounds.
You
thing is, bro,
play for the Sixers, bro. You rep Luka like he played for the Sixers. Like
no, I just appreciate greatness, and we're seeing a guy at 25. We're seeing a guy at 25 that has done some all-time great stuff. You can roll your eyes, say he not top 5.
What has he done that's all-time great? What record has he broken that's all-time great? What has he done that's he hasn't broken one record. He hasn't done nothing all-time great. Like
he got more first-team All-NBAs than your favorite player.
But what has he done that's all-time? 5 first-team All-NBAs is not all-time
great. Yes, that is all-time great.
First team, not.
You're smoking.
Do you know how many people have 5 first-team All-NBAs, bro?
Yeah, want to know? The greatest shooter of all time does not have 5 first teams. Does not have 5 first teams is all-time great. That means for 5 years you was a top 5 player in the league. Look, with Luka, get him now because let me.
I'm really asking a question that goes along with your little spiel. You saying get him now because you saying he's gonna be, but like I want to know what you see out of this guy that makes you think that like he's getting better with age and with time. Like a lot of these guys we actually see in physical performance, in peak shape, like body structure. Like a lot of these guys, you can literally see are getting better. Luka is dramatically regressing in terms of body shape, body structure. Like, in his skill set isn't regressing yet, but you have to believe that if he stays at the size he is, if he stays at the size he is, if he stays at the out of shape that he is, we talking about the same guy that's been pro since he was 13. If he stays where he is, with age, it only gets worse. It has to. There's nobody that has gotten that big other than LeBron James, who's aged how Luka has. And LeBron James didn't just get bigger in terms of like, bro got fatter. No, LeBron James got bigger and he was adding muscle to his body. But like, there's nobody who's done what Luka has done and has been able to keep up the level of play that they're.
I'll tell you. I'll respond. So almost every all-time great player in history has had something that they've had to work on. Even Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan, he was a jack. He got Phil Jackson, and he was like, "Yo, if you want to win, and you got to pass the rock." LeBron James, in his first finals against the Spurs, they were sagging off on him, and he had to get a consistent jump shot to get his first championship. All the all-time greats, they've had to make adjustments. Offensively, Luka does not have to make any adjustments. But defensively, he's got to get in the lab. Luka defensively has to get back in the lab and not on the court. He got to get in the actual gym with like weightlifting and all that. And matter of fact, F all that. Luka got to get on the track and slim down. But the reason why he's kept getting bigger and bigger and he isn't in peak shape was because it was never something that he really had to worry about, because he was never in this position where he was in position to win.
Does that not make it even worse? And I'm asking a real question here. If you consistently each year, I'm all NBA, I'm getting to Western Conference Finals, I get bounced by the Warriors. I get bounced by pretty good teams. Every year. I'm consistently all NBA first team. I'm consistently leading the league. I'm consistently top 5 in scoring. I'm consistently top 5 in assists. I'm consistently like among the more elite level of rebounders for point guards. I'm consistently among all of these things. Defense is the one thing I'm bad at. To your point, defense is the one thing I'm bad at, and I'm literally getting bigger each year. At what point do you say, if I change these two things, I probably win me a chip? So what you're telling me, and we're talking, and I keep bringing up the point that we're talking about a guy who's been a pro since he was 13, and I keep bringing that up because that means he knows how to be a pro. He knows how to be a pro, which means what you're saying is he's never gotten to this point, but he's gotten to the point where I'm 1 step away, I'm 2 steps away, I'm 1 and 2 steps away. At what point do you not say, if I change these 1 and 2 steps, like I can get my team to a win?
Because Luka is that kid that was always told he was great from like the start. From the start, when he was 13 years old, he's the best thing since sliced bread. Oh, he's a prodigy. And so he never thought, especially once he got to America, he was always like, he's this phenom. Oh, he's been playing since he was a teenager, since these guys was in middle school, all this stuff. He never really had to worry about it because mainstream media never talked about his defense and never talked about him being in bad shape to the level that they are now. They're only talking about it because he got into the finals. That's the only reason. I'll keep it a buck. If this guy lost before he got to the finals, let's say he lost in the second round or the conference finals, his body shape wouldn't have been talked about to the level it is now. So now for the first time in his career,
bro, we've been talking about his body shape.
Bro, for the first time in Luka's career, he's gonna get some real criticism. You got to get in the gym, you got to get slimmer,
And I believe
Quinn, that is literally what they say about
bro, look, listen. The reason why is because it's never been a time that this guy has been at this level where everybody is like, you really gotta do this. And I believe when he got so close to a chip and he realized, hey, look, I might not have been the reason why we lost, but I wasn't a reason why we won because we obviously lost. He's gonna look at this and be like, yo, there's some things I gotta work on and all of that. I think him getting to a chip and people mocking him for his defense, like people are going to do all off season, it's gonna make him realize, hey, I'm not the best thing since sliced bread. I gotta humble myself. I gotta get on the track. I gotta, lay off the beers. Like maybe, hey, look, whatever the guy name was, that front office executive that took that beer, he knew something that maybe at least I did not know.
I was about to say, there was a reason he did that. And it's because every year we come into the season and we say, damn, Luka's out of shape again. He came into the season out of shape again. Damn, I hope Luka finds a way to get back in shape. Damn, Luka looks even bigger than he did last year. We've been saying this for the past 5 years. I promise you we have.
But then here's the thing, though.
This isn't new.
But here's the thing with Luka. From his mindset, what he's going to think before this series, in his mindset, he's like, well, I averaged 34 points. I got more first teams than Steph Curry. Why do I have to change anything? I'm cool. It's going to take a failure like this for him to be like, no, I need some other stuff I got to work on. I got to work on some other stuff. That's what I'm saying. And I believe he'll do that. He's not going to go back to this offseason and be like, oh, yeah, I don't got to work on nothing. He's that competitive. You don't get to be a pro at 13 years old if you ain't hella competitive. So I'm trying to tell you, get him now. Wait, do y'all think he'll get back to the finals?
Not next year.
But not next year, yeah. No.
I don't think he will next year.
I think I firmly believe out of all the young guys, I said this before this finals, I'm saying after this finals, he's gonna have the most rings. And I'll even say this: Luke is gonna have more rings than Jokic. He'll have more rings than Giannis.
Bro, I just don't. And you know what?
Get him now, bro. Get him now.
For what reason do you believe such a thing? Like,
I just believe he is a top 10 of all time
Can
talent.
I ask you a real question? Top 10 of all time talent is killing me. Do you like? Never mind, bro.
No, say it.
No, because it's like it's really just repeating because I just need to understand. I just can't see it. I just can't see how you can see the 5-year trajectory that he's been on, and then look at the next 5 and be like, it drastically all turns around.
Because when you're that elite and you have your first real failure, you gonna be like, oh no, I gotta get better. And you don't want a guy who's that good to be like, oh, I gotta get better. I'm trying to tell you, he's thinking in his head.
There's another reason I've been bringing up the fact that Bruh's been playing. There's another reason I've been bringing up the fact that Bruh's been playing professional basketball since he was 13 years old. You know what he doesn't feel at all? A care in the world. I don't think Luka actually cares, bro. I don't.
It's cap.
I don't think he cares as much as you think he does, though. And I think that's where the difference is. Like, somebody who's been doing this, we talking about 10 plus years of this guy being a professional at something. This is his day job. Like, and then there's another thing about these guys that come from other countries. Like, yeah, Luka's passionate, but Luka could be passionate playing cards. Like Luka is who has been playing professional basketball for 10 plus years. I just don't believe that he feels the same passion that these other guys under 27 feel. I just don't think so. These other guys under 27 have been working all their life to get here. Luka has been here all of his life. I think there's a difference. And I think that shows in the fact that Bruh trajectory, his trajectory over the past 5-6 years is like I'm progressively getting bigger. There's no way that you can tell me he gives a damn and he's 60 pounds heavier than he was when he got here.
I don't. So okay, I want to jump in this. I don't agree with that he doesn't care. I think he does care. I think he wants to win. I think he's a player that is very competitive. I have a lot of good things to say about Luka. My biggest slight on him is that he gets a lot of praise for not doing anything or not winning anything, and he's awful on defense. And my question to Miles eventually will be is why do you have so much belief in him when he hasn't shown or been able to prove that to you, but you don't have this belief in other guys that have shown it to you? But when it comes to Luka, it's kind of like defense is not a thing that you either have it or you don't. Defense is an effort thing. Defense is not about, as a player who's done it at the highest, like defense is a effort thing. It's either you want to play defense or you don't. It's not just something
soccer. That's like me telling you to switch an attacker, a professional attacker, to professional defender. That guy was not born to be a defender. He just it's just not who he is. Not in his.
It's just
not. You can
defense is an effort thing. You either want to play defense or you don't. The best we've seen him play defense was game 4. He actually tried to play defense and he was still bad, but he got a few more stops. Than he did. He was bad, bro. Miles, he was bad. Okay, Miles, maybe not to your eye, but to a basketball eye watching, he was bad. Like he was bad. Like he's been bad. He's been bad. He was just as bad in game 4. If you get on, bro, I'm gonna just say he was bad. Look, he was bad. Bottom line is,
please explain to him.
It's just you can't name more than 2 instances that game.
Miles, bro, if I get on Synergy right now and I look at Luka's game 4 defensive efficiency and ratings for that game, it's still going to say poor. Like it says for every other game. It's going to say poor or very poor. It's still going to say that. That's what I'm trying to explain to you. Luka is he is literally in the bottom percent of the NBA in defense. Literally. Is what I'm trying to explain to you and why I say he's that bad on defense.
But against the Clippers, he was locking up PG. He was locking up James Harden. It was literally, that was the trend. I'm not saying like we can't just go with the trends. Like you said, it's an effort thing. So you can easily change that.
Oh, he was
literally after game 2 against the Clippers, he held Paul George, Kawhi Leonard, and James Harden to less than 30% from the field.
Okay. Let's go with what you're. Let's just. I'll go with you for a second. Let's just say that that's the case. If that is the case, you're talking about round what is that? Round 2, round 1, round 2.
Miles.
Playoffs, right? Hold on, P. And somehow we got to the biggest stage of his life. And all of a sudden, the energy and effort wasn't there. It's the same guy that y'all are telling me just cares so much. But in round 1, he was locking up. But you get to the biggest stage of your life, and you agree that defense is an effort thing, and he didn't play a lick of defense.
But what y'all like not even taking into account is the load that he has to carry offensively, and the fact that the load that he had to carry offensively was much harder against the Boston Celtics than the Los Angeles Clippers. So he was able to, if you're expending so much energy on offense, it's going to come down, especially if your co-star was a freaking no-show the whole finals except for one game.
Hey, like, when did he lock up Paul George?
Game 2.
Paul George had 22 points in game 2. What are you talking about?
Against Luka?
He was 7 for 14, 40% from 3, 22 points in game 2.
Doncic defense.
He had 22 in game 1, 22 in game 2. He had a bad game 3. He had 33 in game 4.
I'll get this. What's this ESPN headline? Luka Doncic's defensive effort keys Mavs Game 2 win versus Clips.
Who wrote
According to ESPN stats and information, the
Who wrote it?
Clippers shot 2 of 17 from the floor when Luka Doncic was the primary defender. Stop telling me. He just gotta want to play it. It's not
You're
that.
so you're talking about one game.
I'm trying to say.
So you're talking about one game, right? Game 2. Okay, he had his one game this series, game 4. So he only has to play defense in one game?
No, I'm not saying that. It's just he was much better against the Clippers, much better against the Thunder.
Can we go to the next topic, bro? Because bro sucks on defense, and you obviously don't see that.
No, because y'all trying to keep going with this narrative that Luka defense is so detrimental when his offense.
Why they lost?
It wasn't the only reason. What's the other reason? Nobody's talking about Kyrie. I heard nobody talk about Kyrie. But it's a complete no-show. A flat-out bum.
The two biggest reasons why they lost. Lucas sucked on defense. Kyrie had a bad series on offense. Those are the two reasons why the Mavericks lost. Luka guarded nobody, 60% blow-by rate, cost his team defensively. Kyrie didn't show up consistently offensively. That is the period point-blank bottom line why they lost this series. So as much as you want to talk about Kyrie not showing up, we're going to talk about Luka not playing defense. If you would like to switch roles with us, we can do that. But that is the narrative of why the Mavericks lost. It is what it is, bro. Like, it's okay.
Kyrie's the biggest story. Kyrie's the biggest story. I'm just letting you know that. That's the biggest story.
Kyrie is the biggest story for different reasons.
Kyrie's the
biggest. It's not even. No. It's Kyrie Irving and him being a no-show.
I'll go with you. That Kyrie's the biggest story, but I'll go with you that Kyrie. But I need you to admit that Kyrie is the biggest story because of the superstar status that we all thought he carried. Not because, but Luka. But if you watch the game, the eye test that you always talk about, he literally couldn't stop anything from happening on defense. And the fact of the matter is if you want to go with the fact that his offense is so powerful, the fact of the matter is on the other side, he has to be able to get a stop to continue to empower that offense. Like that offense is great, sure, whatever. But if you don't get a stop, then the offense don't matter at some point when you play a good enough team.
Well, I'm just saying, Kyrie's offensive struggles are a bigger reason, bro. Are his offensive struggles are a bigger reason, not even just storyline. Yes, storyline for sure is going to be Kyrie, but Kyrie's offensive struggles is a bigger reason why the Mavs not only got their ass spanked in 5 games, wasn't competitive, but just flat out lost this series. Like, you gotta
Luka's offensive struggles.
Luka wasn't A+. He wasn't A+.
He wasn't nowhere near close A+. He was 24% from 3. He was 58% from the free throw line. He averaged 5. He averaged 5 turnovers in the series, and he only averaged 5 assists. But he's such this offensive prowess that we love to talk about. So we ain't gonna talk about his offensive failures. Even tonight,
it was nowhere near Kyrie.
25 shots to get 28 points. It's terrible. He took 26 shots to get.
He was 48% from the field, better than your
25 shots to get 28 points. That is terrible.
He was better than your savior, efficiency-wise, but
and who won?
Yeah, for sure. No, you got the better team.
He sucked, bro. It's okay to say he sucked.
You got the better team,
bro. It's okay to say he sucked, Miles, bro. Like, it's cool. Like, I know that's your new hero, like, but it's okay to say he sucked, bro. Like, you gotta stop, bro.
My last point on the whole defense thing, like, Steph Curry in 2015, he won a chip. He wasn't no all-league defender. He was far from it. He was terrible as a defender.
Better than Tatum. He only did one thing better than Tatum, and that was field goal percentage. Luka Doncic did one thing in this series better than Tatum, and that was field goal percentage. Tatum wiped him in every other statistical category. Wiped him.
He got a better team.
We
disagree. I'm trying to tell you, I would never pick.
Is he serious? You said he was better than Tatum. Tatum had every statistical category better than him except field goal percentage. And it was clear cut as day. He shot better from three. He shot better from the line. He had more assists, more rebounds, and he averaged more.
All right, who has 2 all defensive team guys? The guy got better defenders on his team. Like, we got Jaylen Brown literally told Joe Mazzulla, hey, if
According
this guy,
to you, Tatum is according to you, Luka's a solid defender.
no, I don't think that. I call him a D plus. I told him a D plus defender.
B plus is giving him credit still.
Bro, that's what I'm saying.
D plus. That's
All
not.
right, bro. That's cool. It's over. He lost. It's over, bro. Let's go. We'll see him next season.
Again, Steph Curry was not an all league defender. Far from it.
He was better than Tatum.
He wanted tip. He wanted chip. Steph Curry wanted chip.
He's a better defender than Luka.
No, he was not.
Yes, he was. Yes, he was. He's a better defender than Luka now. Light years better than Luka now, today.
Nah, Curry.
I trust Stephen Curry getting me a stop 1-on-1 more than I trust Luka. And that's clear cutted. Like somebody said pick one to get you a stop, I'm picking Curry. And it's not even close. Cole, who you picking?
And energy and effort. It's an effort thing. Steph is going to play defense. He might get killed. He's gonna play though. He's gonna try.
Who you picking to get a stop, Cole?
I just said Steph.
Okay.
The only thing with Luke is that it's the effort piece. It's like,
bro, can you stop beating around the bush? Who you picking to get a stop, bro?
Getting a stop. I'm picking Luka. Don't care. I'm picking Luka. Bro, Steph, bro. I've seen multiple times.
Why do you love losers so much, bro?
Bro, you gonna see, bro. We gonna see in the next 5 years how many rings Luka get, bro.
Oh my gosh, bro,
we gonna see. All right, last John briefly. Reactions to Tank and who you think he should fight next. Kobe.
I don't really have he did exactly what we said he was gonna do, bro. Like honestly, he did exactly what we said he was gonna do. I feel like here's the thing. I feel like if you are a Tank fan, then this does not surprise you. If you was a Tank non-believer before this, then all of a sudden Tank is on everybody's top 5 pound for pound. But like if you was a Tank fan before this, then Tank did exactly what you like. You know what I mean? But there's a whole other side of the world for whatever reason that's now like Stephen A to be included. That's now like, oh my God, man, I believe in this kid. He's amazing. His boxing IQ, bro. These are all the things that we've been saying for a very long time about Tank. So my reaction now, my instant reaction probably was way better than my reaction now, because my instant reaction is always like, you know what I'm saying? My instant reaction is always hype and Tank do his thing. But like right now, I'm just kind of like, hey, bro, Tank did exactly what we thought Tank was going to do. Hopefully he goes and fights one of those upper echelon guys that everybody wants him to fight. I don't care who it is. I think that has a lot more to do with I don't think, and the problem is I don't think that has a lot to do with Tank though. I don't think Tank not fighting one of those upper echelon guys that everybody wants him to fight. I don't think that has a lot to do with Tank. I don't.
Who are these upper echelon guys?
You know they want him to go and fight. You know who they want him to go and fight, bro.
But those guys aren't upper echelon. Those guys are a step.
For whatever reason, there's a little circle of like 4 of these guys that like everybody wants Tank to go and fight for whatever reason.
My reaction to Tank is he came and he did the job. He did what he was supposed to do. He came in, he figured he, played around with him for 4 or 5 rounds. Caught on to what he wanted to do, and then he got him up out of there. Like how we said it was going to happen, that is what it is. I don't think any of these guys can beat Tank. I don't really care I don't really think it matters what order he fights them in, whether it's Loma, Shakur, Haney, Shakur, Loma. It don't matter whether it's Tiafimo, it don't matter who it is. None of them guys are beating Tank, bro. He's too good. He's better than all of them. And it's
I don't
just
know that yet. I mean, I know it. Like you can suspect it, you can predict it, but you gotta see it.
Miles, bro.
You gotta see it. You gotta see it. I want Tank to fight Shakur. I do not want him fighting Loma.
Why? Why do you want him? Why do you want him to fight?
Shakur's a dog. He's
At
better
what?
than
He's a
Frank
dog.
Martin.
He's a dog at what? Tell me. No, because I really want to get into this. What is Shakur a dog at? Okay, Fred, before we
He's
get
one of the best defense.
name somebody Shakur has fought.
Bro.
No,
I don't
no.
care about all that.
No,
I
no,
see with my
name
eyes.
some-
I see with my eyes. With
Name
my eyes.
someone
Shakur.
he's fought.
You said name who he's fought. Who has Tank fought?
I can
For real.
name Take's last 5 opponents, bro. I can name your 5. Name someone Shakur has fought and don't look it up.
These guys don't want to. These
No,
guys don't want to fight, bro.
Don't look it up. Name someone Shakur has fought. You can't. And you say
Oscar Valdez. That was a great win. That was a
Who?
great win. Oscar Valdez.
Who? Where he
Oscar
from?
Valdez.
Where he from? And stop looking it
I
up.
don't care where you from. Cuz
This
was
is my
30
thing,
and
bro.
0.
This is my thing. You're
Cuz
talking
was
about
30 and 0.
What does Shakur do on defense?
Bro, he don't get touched, bro.
By
Shakur
doing what?
don't get touched, bro.
What does he do on defense? Because he doesn't slip. He doesn't weave. He doesn't do any of that. He backs up. He literally backs up. His footwork is not great. His offense is very basic. He's not like Shakur. Again, I'm gonna say this, like I said, but Shakur is not what y'all think he is, bro. Like he is not that guy. Like he's not, bro. He is a very basic, simple fighter, bro. Like he is very simple. He's very basic. Like he's not. It's just, man.
I know what Tank is going to do. He's going to fight Aloma, who's way past his prime, and do that. Right? That's what I actually want Tank to dare to be like great, like dare to be all time great.
So you think Shakur is the best out of all of them?
No. I think Tank is the best at 135. Can I just see it? Can I just see it?
You mean?
Yeah, I got people. I got people saying that Tank is Tank is top 3 pound for pound when he's nowhere close to being top 3 pound for pound.
He's second pound for pound.
Hell no. In a way, way better resume.
In a way, bro. In a way, will get his
way better resume.
Let's stop because in a way,
Canelo way better resume, but way better resume. That's 4 guys off rip.
No, first of all, the only person that is ahead of him, and I'll give you Canelo, so I'll say third. Because I'll give you Canelo because of lineage and how long he's been doing it. Crawford, Canelo, Tank. Inoue is not. Inoue, 1, you can't even name anybody Inoue has fought. 2, Inoue is hyped up and drugged up on whatever he is overseas that he will not be able to use here in America when he comes to fight. So let's stop that noise because you was just clowning Ryan Garcia for using something accidentally.
Nah, that was
apparently.
He's a cheater.
But now you want to hype Inoue for using stuff purposefully. Like, let's stop. Inoue will get, bro. Listen, they don't test overseas how they test for fights here. Let's stop. Tank and Inoue will not be close.
What?
They won't be close, bro.
To the MGM. Send him to the MGM.
Bro, send Inoue to the MGM. Or send him
you
to
think that too?
Bro, he will dog walk.
The rules aren't the same, dog. Like you send Inoue to the MGM. I don't think he's the same fighter. I'm keeping it so. Why do you think he won't fight over here?
He won't fight in America because
he will eventually. He will.
Miles.
When that money look good.
Why would people show you something? Why when people show you something you don't take them at face value? You don't believe them for who they are.
Like I'm giving you facts, bro.
All I'm saying is if he sees that bread,
the bread is there already. The bread is already there, is what I'm telling you. The bread is already there.
These guys want to see Inoue fight over here. I'm probably
he won't fight. He won't fight.
Inoue can't fight on nothing bigger than ESPN Top Rank on a Friday night.
No, it ain't even that.
It's because he won't fight over here.
Inoue can't sell here. And also, Inoue can't get away with what he gets away with over there. That's the same reason why Tank said, I can sell here and legally do what I do here. I don't need to go over there. Inoue can't come here and sell here. He can't come here and get away with all that stuff he getting away with over there, bro. Not saying he's not a nice boxer or he ain't got skills. He do. But Tank will dog walk him. Tank will dog walk Haney. He will dog walk Shakur. He'll dog walk Loma. But none of these fighters, bro, he has 30 wins and 28 knockouts. That is the highest knockout percentage ever in the history of boxing.
Who is the best guy he fought in the past 3 years?
Tank?
Yeah.
I would probably say his best opponent that actually won the ring with him was Pitbull. I think that's the person that gave him the best fight. Pitbull Cruz gave him the best fight as far as standing there the whole making it through all 12 rounds. He gave him the best fight.
And then when you talk about the best in the lightweight division, he's not. What's his name? Pitbull is not on that tier 1.
No, that's cap. Pitbull.
He's not tier 1. He's not tier 1.
Pitbull is literally second in contention for a title fight. Stop it, bro.
Bro. He's not tier 1. He's tier 2. He's tier 2. He's a B plus.
For a title
B plus.
He's the only fighter in the top 5 that does not have a title in their division. He's the only one that doesn't have a title because one person holds 2, and then you have Tank and what's his name? With the other title. If somebody else has another title. So stop, bro. None of these dudes can bro, he hasn't even pulled out his whole arsenal yet because all these dudes are so basic. And he tell them they basic.
I'm just telling you what the resume is. You can talk about the whole knockout power and how he's so box office. That's true. And he the face of boxing for sure. He all of that. I'm just like, dang, can I see you really fight more than 5 world champions? Can I please
3-time 5 division champion?
Can I see him fight more than 5 world champions? Can I see that, Tank?
You've never seen Shakur fight anybody. That's quality of anybody. You've never seen Inoue fight live. You've never watched Inoue fight live.
2-division champ.
Miles, have you ever watched Inoue fight live?
Inoue, yeah, I saw him mollywop. I saw him mollywop Stephen Fulton. I saw him mollywop him.
I did, bro. Live.
I did, bro.
You didn't watch
that was on the I ain't even going you mean, but
you didn't watch that live, bro. You didn't watch that live, bro. What was that? He made
Fulton look like a little kid. He beat him like a stepchild.
Who is Fulton?
Fulton was 21-0. He was he was a world champion. Look, all it is, Tank, face of boxing, box office, all that. I like to see him, go ahead and fight. A guy I like to see him fight Shakur. I would like to see him fight Haney. Tiafimo, that would be cool. All those would be cool, but hey, we gonna see. If he fights Loma, I'm gonna get on here and I'm literally gonna have a temper tantrum. That will piss me.
Do you think any of those guys beat him?
No, I don't. I just want to see it.
So where do we start?
I just want to see it, unless you want him to move up.
So you just want to see him beat him? You just want to see them lose? That's all you want to see? I thought you were saying this for you think some of those guys can actually beat him.
Oh, I think Shakur will make it much tougher.
Do you think Shakur will beat him? Hello?
No, I said no, but
do you think Haney will beat him?
No, that would be a good jump. I ain't gonna lie. Everybody here, you're live. You say you don't want to see that. You want to see that
because he's going to kill him.
Happening. You want to see Tank versus Haney, bro.
Listen, dog. I'm when I tell you this, I seriously mean this, bro.
You're literally going to watch that fight if it happens.
When I seriously tell you that, me and my dad have had this conversation plenty of times, and I'll tell him I do not want to watch Tank fight Devin Haney because he's literally going to kill him. You know what Terrence Crawford did to Errol Spence? That is what Tank is going to do to Haney. Because Errol Spence, Errol Spence and Devin Haney are the exact same fighter in different weight classes. They don't move. They stand right in front of you, and they get punched to death because they suck at defending the jab.
Don't disrespect Spence like that. Don't disrespect.
What do you mean?
Don't
They
disrespect.
both
That
have.
was
They literally
disrespectful.
have the same. They have
I'm
the same.
disrespecting. Don't
What do you mean,
you not see what Spence did to you guys?
bro?
Now
You're
he put
talking-
2 tennis balls in the
Did you see what?
He not doing that, bro. He not doing that. He not
Did
doing
you see
that.
what you guys did to Spence?
Yeah,
Did you
I
see
mean, look.
Spence's face after that fight too? He's standing there and got punched to death, just like he did versus
He
Terrence
lost.
Crawford.
He lost. What you talking about? He lost.
Yes, you guys ended up losing the fight, but Errol Spence he really got hurt in that fight.
But we not
The
going.
reason why he took so much time off after that fight, he had to get some stuff done. A lot
You guys
done.
had to get some stuff done. Shoot. We gonna see. We gonna see, man. Hey, Legends live forever. Again, I made my apologies to the Celtics and all of them. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe. Definitely show us some love, man. Again, damn near a 3-hour episode. We still got Celtics fans commenting. Look, we're gonna have some reels that's come up. The apologies gonna be there. We talked about a lot. Talked about Luka. Talked about Tatum. We're gonna have that live reaction of Jaylen Brown winning Finals MVP. That was great. That was great. And I think for the purpose of this pod, that I was very hyped because that's gonna be a lot of talk for a lot of us off season and going to next season. Appreciate y'all. Kobe P, what y'all gotta say before we get off?
Go ahead, Kobe.
Celtics surpassed the Lakers today.
I just want to make an announcement to everybody. It's not even an announcement, it's a disclaimer. I'm so glad that this is over. And I'm glad that this is over, not because you know what I'm saying, it finally just happened. Like we knew Boston might win or whatever. I'm glad this is over because Miles has finally conceded to Jason Tatum. Miles has finally conceded to Joe Mazzulla. Miles has finally conceded to the Boston Celtics in general. And you know what that means for me? That I can go back to not having to defend my basketball arch nemesis as a Lakers fan. It has hurt me so bad over the past couple weeks to have to sit here and defend these dudes against the insane troll, the insane hatred that Miles has put on this podcast. But I just couldn't sit here and allow for it to happen. So now I'm going back to not liking Boston. I never did like Boston, but I just couldn't sit here and not be objective. I'm going back to saying no more good things about Boston. Y'all finally won. Good job, Jason Tatum. Good job, Jaylen Brown. Y'all finally won. Y'all finally did what y'all was supposed to do. P, I'm no longer on your side. We not cool again no more because I don't like y'all. And Miles, please don't ever make me have to do that again. That stuff hurt me so bad to my core. I go to sleep every night like, damn, bro, I just had to sit on the pod and defend these dudes for 3 hours because Miles was on there trolling and hating and just being blasphemous. But all of that is over because the season is over. So, yeah, that was all I got.
I just want to say, man, I'm proud of Jason Tatum, proud of Jaylen Brown, proud of Joe Mazzulla, and everybody else that's a part of the Boston Celtics organization. I said season 5. C's got it done in 5. And it was a great season. They dominated all year, and, they finished the job. So all those other teams in the NBA, enjoy the offseason. And wish you the best of luck as we go into next year. But moving forward, I'm also glad that this is over too, Cope. Because tonight's the last night that I'm going to do this back and forth with the Jason Tatum slander and the overhypeness of Luka Doncic. Like, the proof is already in the pudding. I don't need to do it anymore until these other guys that you guys love to throw ahead of Jason Tatum prove themselves.
they're below him to me. So it is what it is. I'm excited to get into this off season, the Olympics. The NFL is coming up. You got the WNBA finishing up, and there's a lot going on this summer, and going into this fall. So I'm ready to get it rolling.
As of this current moment, I'm on Instagram. I'm typing the Celtics will only win this one championship with this group. And so yeah, that's what I'm on. I'll be hating bad. But it's cool because, Boston, y'all have the Patriots to root for. I'll say it again. Y'all have the Patriots to root for. So enjoy this winning. The Red Sox ain't nothing. The Patriots ain't nothing. So just enjoy this because we're gonna win. We're gonna win. Philly, we're gonna win the World Series. We're gonna win the Super Bowl. And then Joel Embiid is gonna knock y'all out in the playoff. Never mind. It's all right. It's over. Let's live forever. Yeah. Cool.
Y'all might not even win the NFC East.
And that is our cue. Love y'all.